And a pleasant good evening to each and every one of you. We are here at Legacy Fields in Crown Point, Indiana for tonight's Region Collegiate Baseball League matchup. The Lake County Corndogs playing host to the Little Calumet Beavers. Josh Lepowski here with you alongside Mason Waters here this evening. This should be a fun one between two teams that are heading in opposite directions in the Region Collegiate Baseball League. The Corndogs sit at 6-2 in the Region Collegiate Baseball League, in the lead in the standings. We'll go ahead and pull up those standings for you right now. As you can see, the Corndogs sit atop the Region Collegiate Baseball League with a 6-2 record in league play, a half game ahead of the South Lake Ironhawks, who lost last night to the post-94 Vikings in one of the best games we've seen this season in the Region Collegiate Baseball League. Oh, yeah, great ball game out there. Post-94 sitting in third, and then Little Calumet sitting in fourth. They have lost their last 5 consecutive conference games.
Kind of surprising.
So the Little Calumet Beavers, they've had their struggles as of late, but still the Corndogs and the Beavers, by and large, the last couple of games have played pretty close for the most part. This is their 4th matchup this season. They did have the game on June 24th postponed due to weather, so even though this was originally supposed to be a non-league game, this is officially considered a league contest, and this will count towards the Region Collegiate Baseball League standings as a result of that rainout. So Mason Waters, will welcome him into the broadcast here today. Mason, first off, it is a hot day.
Very.
So how do you think that the heat is going to play a big factor in today's ball game? Heat index throughout the day was up in the 100s, flirting with 110 degrees. As we head to game time here at this point, I'll go ahead and pull up the trusty weather app here and take a look what the weather is. According to the Weather Channel app, temperature currently 90 degrees. The feels like temperature is 102. So how big of a factor do you think that is in tonight's ball game?
I think it's a big factor, and plus we got a nice wind blowing in tonight, so I don't think we're going to see many balls fly out of here, but the heat could change that. As an athlete myself, playing in this kind of heat is not enjoyable whatsoever. So thanks for playing tonight. It'll be a great game.
Absolutely, and this is going to be one of those ball games where it's going to be a lot about attrition maybe to some extent, particularly on the mound. The Corndogs do have multiple pitchers available tonight, and a few of them are listed as backup pitchers for Justin Heisman, probably just in case they to a couple of them. We'll go down in a little over an hour. We want to thank you, each and every one of you, for joining us across the Lake County Corndogs Broadcasting Network, whether that be on the Region Sports Network or on the Lake County Corndogs Facebook page. We are so glad you could join us here this evening for some Region Collegiate Baseball on the net here this evening. Let's get you the starting lineup for tonight's game. We're going to start off with the Little Calumet Beavers in their batting order, and then we'll get you the Corn in addition to that. Leading off for the Lake County for the Little Calumet Beavers tonight, the right fielder is Joel Harrell. Batting second, Jarrett. Brent Nevels, the third, batting fourth. Quinn O'Brien, the shortstop. Sam Hayes, the DH, bats fifth. Noah Chase, the first baseman, bats sixth. Keegan O'Brien, the extra hitter, bats seventh. Pancho Vasquez, the second baseman, bats eighth. Drew Arnold bats ninth, and Ken Boone will play left field and will bat 10th. This evening, Lake County Corndogs. This lineup, the Murphy is on the mound, pitch behind the plate, the battery mate. At first, Zach Sharp, Ryder Fernsey is at the outfield. Josh Fleming is in Drew Cookfield here. This from an afternoon into the Corndogs in their tip stripe blue today with the Blue Bills, whereas the Little Calumet Beavers today are in the white jerseys, white pants with the orange sleeves and numbers and names, accents across the jersey. They are going to be playing as the away team here tonight. This is the third time these two teams have met at Legacy Fields this season. Corndogs and the Beavers split the first two here at Legacy. The Corndogs took the game last Saturday against the Beavers 8-3 to improve their record of 2-1 on the season. And Mason, you said something kind of interesting here during the pregame. You mentioned how it was surprising that Little Calumet is struggling as much as they are here early in the season. But, you know, it's interesting. I overheard Justin Heisman talking about this here in the pregame, and he was talking about just how close that the teams are in this Region Collegiate Baseball League. Every single time you're playing an RCBL team, you're in for a dogfight.
No, definitely. This season has been much more of a dogfight, and you love to see those great games. The Beavers were in the championship last year. Now they're in last place. Post 94 was also one of the top offenses in the top teams last year. Now they're in third place. This league can do so many crazy things, and you're going to see a lot of good games, a lot of great baseball.
How about the South Lake Ironhawks in expansion team that's been flirting with first place this season. The Corndogs currently sit in first place at 6-2, but with a win tonight themselves, there's a one-game advantage. South Lake Ironhawks. Here we go. We are about to get underway. Joel Harrell, the right fielder, is going to lead off for the Lake County Corndogs here, or for the Little Calumet Beavers here this evening. Matt Murphy on the bump, ready to throw in the first pitch, and here it comes. The first pitch misses for ball one, and we are underway at exactly 7 o'clock p.m. local time. Getting you the full weather forecast that we have for today. First off, as this pitch 1-0 is blooped out toward the right side, going back on it, the second baseman Sharkey makes the grab for out number one to get Joel Harrell. As I was saying, very hot, temperature in the low 90s, feels like up in the 100s. It's going to cool down slightly as the game goes on, but it's going to probably stay in the upper 80s with a feels-like temperature up over 90 throughout the game today. And there is a very, very stiff breeze blowing in from right field. So typically, Mason, when it's warm out, the ball tends to travel further. However, on a day like today with the wind blowing in, might not happen that way.
I was going to say, no. I was thinking that in the pregame. I'm like, all right, it's warm out. We're going to probably see some long balls today, but that wind, like you said, is blowing in from right field. So, in game, what we got going on today?
0-1 pitch in there for a strike. Count is 0-2 on Mason Jarrett.
Hopefully, definitely seeing some long balls from the Corndogs today. Would love to see that.
The 0-2. Swinging a ground ball to the left side. Fernandez charges, gloves, pats the mitt, throws to first. Got to hurry. They got him at first.
Jarrett showing off that speed there. Part of the Triton College Trojans. He led the team in stolen bases last year, and you can see him with the way he was hustling down the line.
Sure could. That's why Ryder Fernandez had to charge the ball and make a play, and he did indeed make a play, and this brings up Brent Nalis, the third baseman. I will say, I'll give Brent Nalis some credit. He made some nice plays over at third base in the win the Corndogs had over the Beavers on Saturday. That was an 8-3 Corndogs win over at Munster High School, Nixick Field. Here's the first pitch. That pitch in there for a strike. Count is 0-1. We'll get you a look at Matt Murphy this season. Matt Murphy has pitched pitched 4 games this year with 4 starts, 9 innings in there. 4 games, 1 start, 9 innings. Got a little discombobulated there as that pitch is in there 0-2. Thus far this year, an ERA of .778 with outs against 1 walk. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that ends the inning. So, 1, 2, 3 go the Beavers in the first. We had to the bottom of the first, no score.
You know,
110,000 cakes a year.
they're meat your way. No,
In store.
you
Make your wedding cake.
Entrees?
Their online app has coupons.
Strike and Van Till. Now you know.
Headquartered in Maryville, Indiana, Centier Bank continues to play a pivotal role in every community we serve. Beginning with a single location in 1895 to serving 13 counties across Indiana, Centier Bank has championed a workplace of community building, philanthropy, and financial education to enrich the lives of individuals and businesses in the communities we serve. Our promise for a better tomorrow for generations to come is what sets Centier apart. Centier Bank, Indiana's largest private family-owned bank.
If your business wants to reach real customers in real communities, the Heartland Sports Network is where you need to be. With thousands tuning in every week across Indiana and beyond, your message plays alongside the games people care about most. Connect with families, alumni, parents, and the next generation of local leaders. Digital ads, in-game features, branding opportunities. We'll build a package that fits your goals. Advertise with the Heartland Sports Network. Visit heartlandsportsnet.com or contact us.
Back here at Legacy Fields in Crown Point, heading to the bottom of the first inning. Albany's Confectionery in Maryville has been around for 40 years. From their famous 12-flavor gummy bears to their mouth-puckering sours and try-to-fruit flavors, Albany's puts flavor and fun first, all made right here in the region with the highest quality ingredients. Remember, look for the A on the tummy to know you've got the best in your hands.
You do when you got Albany's.
Indeed. Delicious candy. Drive past there pretty much almost every time I come out here to Legacy.
It's a beautiful drive.
I should stop by there and pick up some gummy bears on the way in.
Why not?
Give some to you and Thalen.
Exactly.
I think you deserve some.
Appreciate
Drew
it.
Satunis leading off.
Ooh.
First pitch misses inside for a ball 1-0. He leads off. We'll play catcher here today. Ryder Fernandez will bat second. We'll get through the rest of the order when Satunis' at bat comes to a close. 8 appearances this year, hitting .364 with 3 RBIs, a .796 OPS. The pitch, a sharp grounder to the right side. Vasquez bobbles the ball, picks it back up. High throw to first. Gets Satunis. Ryder Fernandez will bat second and play shortstop. Billy Chidsey, the first baseman, bats the fielder, bats fourth. Drew Costivo will bat fifth and play right field. Greg Guernsey, the third baseman, bats sixth. Gabe Bush, the center fielder, bats seventh. Zach Sharkey, the second baseman, bats eighth. And Bradley Ferris will DH and bat ninth here this afternoon as the Lake County Corndogs look for their 7th consecutive win in the Region Collegiate Baseball League. Here is the first pitch. 0-1 on Ryder Fernandez.
Fernandez is definitely one of the on the dugout. He's always high energy and always ready to go, and he's always got a good glove over there at short.
0-1 count is high for a ball. Count is 1-1 now. On Ryder Fernandez, who's hitting .296 on the year with an on-base percentage over 400. Pitch misses inside, 2-1. That's really a key there. You want that on-base percentage to be up. He's drawn 8 walks this year. Has 11 RBIs as well to his credit. 2-1 pitch, misses low for a ball. Count is 3-1. Bryce Schuster is on the mound for the Little Calumet Beavers in this game. He has pitched against the Corndogs this season. You have to go all the way back to May the 28th, just over a month ago. Here comes a 3-1. Swinging a ground ball to the left side, skips into the glove of Quinn O'Brien. O'Brien flips it to first, but the throw ends up in the dirt, and Fernandez makes it on to first safely. We'll see whether they call that a hit or an error, but either way, Fernandez is on first base, and the Corndogs have the first base runner of the ball game.
Well, that's huge for the Corndogs early, especially getting Ryder on base. You got a lot of speed in Fernandez on first, and we've seen him steal a couple bases before. And when you got Billy Chidsey and Drew Costivo behind you, and you got Josh Fleming in the middle of that, it's kind of a recipe for disaster.
That's a base hit they called it, by the way. I agree with that. It wasn't an easy little bit. Tough play. Give him the hit. Ground ball to the right side. That's through the hole, and that's a base hit. Billy Chidsey, before I could even mention his name, singles to right field, and the Corndogs have something cooking here in the first inning. 2 on, 1 away.
No, Chidsey's been good all year with the bat. He's been the walk. He's got the only walk-off all season, I believe, for the Corndogs, too.
Here comes Josh Fleming. Even though he doesn't have any home runs, this guy has been a huge power threat for the season. Here's the first pitch to him. Pitch up and in for a ball, 1-0. He's hitting .333 on the year. He has 10 base hits, and 7 of them have been for extra bases. 5 doubles, a triple, and a homer.
Whew.
So he's been a huge power-hitting threat. The Corndogs. That's
right
a high
there.
fly ball to left field. That one's pretty deep. Moon going back, still going back, way back. And that ball is gone for a home run. Josh Fleming, a 3-run home run to left field. Corndogs up by 3.
That was tanked. That was an absolute moon shot.
Reminder that all home runs are sponsored by Play It Again Sports out of Maryland. That Fleming will restore get to 1. So Josh Fleming with a home run. I mentioned it. This guy is a huge power hitter. I've
spoken into existence.
Yeah, that's true. Fallon and I had a whole conversation about that the last time that we saw the Corndogs play at home, about speaking things into existence.
Legacy Fields works its mysterious ways.
Drew Costiba gets hit by the pitch. And now Bryce Schuster looking a little rattled here in this first inning as Greg Guernsey comes up, the third baseman.
I was going to say, he let up kind of like that single, that rough single to Ryder Fernandez, then letting up that single to Billy Chidsey, and then Josh Fleming absolutely hitting a tank shot. I was going to say, I'm sure he's probably a little rocked right now.
Probably is, and Josh Fleming, I mentioned it, as dangerous as he is, did what he does best. That pitch is high for a ball. 1-0 to Greg Guernsey. Guernsey won the Player of the Game honors last Saturday when the Corndogs beat the Little Calumet Beavers 8-3. He had 2 RBI doubles, and those hits were laser beams. I want a ground ball foul off to the right side. Count moves to 1-1. He did I mean, he was hitting the ball hard that day, harder than anybody else on the field. Corndogs in general did that, and the key with the Corndogs, what made them so great and what made them successful was timely hitting. Here's a ground ball to the right side. Vasquez gets in front of it, throws to second for the force, throw back to first, not in time. It's a fielder's choice. 4-6 to put out at second to get Castiba, and that brings up Gabe Bush. But you'd speak of timely hitting. Josh Fleming, 2 guys on, he hits a home run, it's 3-0. You know, sometimes it's not necessarily about how many hits you get, it's when you get your hits.
It's when you're most clutch.
You're right. There's something to be said in baseball about timely hitting, and that's something that the Corndogs, you know, and this is just a trend in general in baseball, but especially the Corndogs this season as that pitch misses high 1-0. When the Corndogs do well, it means they're getting hits with guys on base.
Oh, yeah.
When they're struggling, it's when they're not getting hits with guys on base. 1-0 pitch to Gabe Bush, misses outside. Gabe Bush, a guy that's been hitting in the leadoff spot at times this season. Gabe Bush hitting .250 on the year. He's drawn 12 walks to get his on-base percentage up to .438.
A product of P&W also.
Strike 2-1. That whole on-base percentage thing, and we'll get to this later, but there was some interesting discourse on social media I saw earlier today about the game of baseball regarding things like advanced stats, things like that. Try to pull that up later when we talk about it, but when you mention OPS, think about that. That pitch is high, and Arnold cannot handle the ball behind the plate. Count moves to 2-1, and that puts, or 3-1, that puts a runner at second base on the, I assume that's going to be called a passed ball or a stolen base. Guernsey was trying to advance. So Gabe Bush in a hitter's count with 2 down and a runner in scoring position. We'll see if he has the green light. Ground ball, back up the middle, base hit past the diving Vasquez. On his horse around third, Guernsey, he will score. Standing, it's going to be an RBI single for Gabe Bush. He advances to second on the throw, 4-0.
The Corndogs have come out swinging today. They are feeling good offensively right now.
They absolutely are. Corndogs jumping out to a big 4-0 lead. Now, the Corndogs last Sunday in the last game they played against the Chicago Cloud out of the Chicago Suburban Baseball League, the Corndogs got 4 base hits, or 4 runs in the first inning, but they were unable to add on any more the rest of the ball game. So 4 runs was not enough that day. So the Corndogs are looking to add more. Here's Zach Sharkey, the second baseman. That hits him in the back.
Is that the third hit batter of this inning or the second, I believe?
That's the second hit batter.
I was going to say the second hit batter.
Bryce Schuster is all out on right now.
I definitely think that home run momentum he had.
I think you're right. Schuster had a bit of an up-and-down outing the last time he pitched against the Corndogs. Granted, this was back in late May. This was just the second game of the season for the Corndogs. It was the league opener on May 28th. He pitched 3 innings, gave up 2 runs, 1 earned on 2 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. That pitch in there for a strike, 0-1 to Bradley Ferris as the Corndogs have batted around in the first inning.
You don't say that a lot.
Yeah. So it's not like Schuster was that effective last time he played the Corndogs, and now the Corndogs are feeling really good. 0-1 pitch, outside, 1-1.
Say the Corndogs have his number right now for sure.
Well,
it's the first inning.
It is, but there's a typical saying in baseball that if you want to get to a pitcher, try to get to him early.
Mm-hmm.
Get to him before he gets into a rhythm, before he gets things going. See what happens from there. 1-1 pitch. Line drive caught on a leap by Brent Nalis at third base, showing off that glove at third. Corndogs put 4 runs on the board on 4 base hits. They leave 2. We head to the second. 4-0. Corndogs lead it.
Ultimate party experience? Bring the excitement with Game Truck mobile video game feeders. Action-packed laser tag and gel tag battles. Bounce houses, epic foam parties, and unforgettable photo booth fun. Perfect for birthdays, schools, festivals, team bonding, and community events. We bring the fun right to you. No stress and no mess. Book your party today and make memories everyone will be talking about with Game Truck.
high school sports? Then make sure you're following the Heartland Sports Network on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Rankings, highlights, breaking news, and live coverage, all in one place. Like it, follow it, share it. Heartland Sports Network, your home for home.
We head to the top of the second inning here at Legacy Fields. Matt Murphy's first pitch to Quinn O'Brien's in there for a strike. Count is 0-1. Corndogs put 4 on the board in the first inning to take a 4-0 lead. I think that might be the most runs the Corndogs have scored at home this year. And that's 2 consecutive games as that pitch misses inside 1-1. That's 2 consecutive games that the Corndogs were able to put 4 runs on the board in the first inning.
This Corndogs lineup this season has been really good, but this pitching staff has been really unhittable also.
1-1 has popped up foul, and Satunis makes the grab and foul ground off to the left. And that's out number 1. Centier Bank proudly supports the Lake County Corndogs. 95 Centiers remain deeply rooted in Northwest Indiana and promises to remain not for sale for generations to come. Go to Centier.com for more information. Member FDIC. So this brings up Sam Hayes, the designated hitter.
Also another Triton College Trojan.
Indeed. First pitch to him. It's a strike. Count is 0-1. Here's an interesting note. In the game last Saturday, that was the first time this season that the team that scored first in a game between the Corndogs and the Beavers this season went on to win. And on the hands, ground ball to the left side. Guernsey gets in front of it, hangs it on the line to first. High throw, picked out of the air by Billy Chidsey, and that's out number 2. 5 up, 5 down for Matt Murphy so far. Looking good.
No, Matt Murphy's looking really good so far, and that was a really nice play over there by the first baseman, Billy Chidsey, to snag that out of the air like that.
Planning a birthday party or company outing? Bring your team to see our team. Email info@corndogsbaseball.com to book your group outing today. First pitch, off speed. Noah Chase chases, and that's strike 1. That's an appropriate last name.
Yeah, right.
In that scenario.
He's also a two-way player out of St. Ambrose, the Fighting Bees.
The Fighting Bees out of the CCAC. That's a strike, 0-2.
They are moving to I believe a more.
I think they're moving to to a conference more in like the Dakotas area, something like that.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think a little closer to them.
0-2 pitches up and in for a ball, 1-2. Yeah, the CCAC losing that one member, but keeping everybody around the Chicago area, including IUN and CCSJ. 1-2 pitch. Swinging in a looping line drive into right center field. That falls in for a base hit. Gabe Bush almost overran it, but he does make the grab in right center to cut it off. So Noah Chase has a base hit, and that's the first hit of the evening for the Little Calumet Beavers. And this brings up Keegan O'Brien, the extra hitter. This is typical for the Little Calumet Beavers. They will bring in the extra hitter pretty commonly. I think that as I look at the box scores, I think they've used the extra hitter.
They used them a lot last year, too.
They used them, I think, in at least 2 of their games they played against the Corndogs. That one fouled back against the chain link fencing. Count is 0-1 now on Keegan O'Brien. O'Brien wearing number 52.
I've seen all the different numbers that these Beavers players are wearing, like all over the place, too.
Yep. O'Brien, not a guy that's played against the Corndogs this season, as that pitch misses high. Count is 1-1. Sully Stickin, the manager for the Little Calumet Beavers. It's not been the season the Beavers have wanted to this point. Their record coming in 4-7-1. They have really struggled of late, losing their last 5 consecutive league matchups as that's fouled back. Count is 1-2.
Yeah, coming off a league championship, you think they'd be at one of the top 2 in the conference, but it's the Corndogs and the newcomers, the Ironhawks.
Indeed it is. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that ends the inning. No runs, a hit, no errors, 1 runner left. We head to the bottom of the second, and we have a 4-0 Corndogs lead.
Keeps you busy and you can't get to the store? Shop online with Strachan Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual cart, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Armed with a rich history of family ownership and a workforce that's committed to putting people first, Centier Bank fosters a workplace of community building, philanthropy, and financial education. A long-lasting legacy of family ownership dedicated to generations of clients is what sets Centier apart. Trust the integrity, experience, and personal service of Centier, Indiana's largest private family-owned bank. For more information, go to Centier.com.
Across Indiana, the lights go on, the stands fill, and communities come alive. And every night, the Heartland Sports Network is there, showcasing the athletes, the rivalries, and the hometown pride that make our state special. Stream every game live on the Heartland Sports Network app and heartlandsportsnet.com. Your teams, your stories, your network. The Heartland Sports Network, proudly bringing the Heartland together, one game at a time.
Back here at Legacy Fields in Crown Point, 4-0. The Corndogs lead the Little Calumet Beavers as we head to the bottom of the second inning. Ready for the ultimate party? Level up your event with Game Truck. From laser tag, awesome foam parties to bounce houses and epic photo booths, we bring nonstop fun right to you. Perfect for birthdays, social events, and celebrations of all kinds. Call Game Truck today. Here's the first pitch. And Drew Satunis fouls that one off. Count is 0-1.
Fouled it off his shin, it looked like, too.
So this is looking like deja vu of the first inning for the time being, because Drew Satunis is the leadoff hitter as the Corndogs batted around in that first inning.
You don't often say that about a first inning.
You don't normally. 0-1. Pitch misses for ball 1-1. Hard to believe that Satunis grounded out to start the frame, so he didn't exactly set the table the way that he would like to. The 1-1 pitch misses inside, 2-1 the count. This is the only league game happening tonight between league teams, the Corndogs and the Beavers. And the Corndogs are beginning a very important stretch of league games here as that pitch misses outside, 3-1. Looking at the Corndogs' schedule, over the next couple of weeks, the Corndogs are playing almost exclusively against league competition. Swinging and a miss, 3-2. So they play the Beavers tonight, and then tomorrow they play New Lenox, and after that, from July 2nd all the way through July 15th against Post 94, the Corndogs begin a 7-game stretch where they play exclusively against league teams, as that's fouled away, 3-2. Before they have a stretch against the Chicago Suburban Baseball League before a 3-game sprint the last week of July before you head to the postseason the last couple days of July.
Definitely, yeah, the biggest part of the season one of the biggest part of the season's coming up.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Satunis goes down. Schuster has his first strikeout, and that brings up Ryder Fernandez. So looking at the standings, looking how close things are, these games are becoming even more important, and even more importantly is in the next couple of weeks, the Corndogs and the Beavers will finish up their season series. They play each other today, then on July 6th, so the following Monday, as that pitch misses high, 1-0. And then they'll play each other next Thursday here at Legacy Fields on July 9th, and that's going to be it for the season series, barring a potential postseason matchup between the two. 1-0 pitch in there for a strike, 1-1. And by the way, if the season were to end today, it's way too early to be talking too seriously about this, but worth noting, as that's a swing, and that's a high fly ball to left field. Neville's going out. Coming in is Lance Moon towards the foul line, makes the grab for out number 2. And that'll bring up Billy Chidsey, who singled in the first. So the Beavers know that if they want to make up ground on the top team in the league, this is their chance to do it.
This is one of their last chances to do it.
It really is. Again, this was originally slated to not be a league game, but these two teams supposed to play on June 24th, and that game was ultimately canceled due to rain. Chidsey, a sharp line drive right to Noah Chase at first, and the inning is over. Corndogs go 1-2-3 in the second. We head to the third, 4-0. Corndogs in front.
Keeps you busy and you can't get to the store? Shop online with Strachan Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information. Fill your virtual card and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple. Shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Armed with a rich history of family ownership and a workforce that's committed to putting people first, Sentier Bank fosters a workplace of community building, philanthropy, and financial education. A long-lasting legacy of family ownership dedicated to generations of clients is what sets Sentier apart. Trust the integrity, experience, and personal service. Indiana's largest private family-owned bank. For more information, go to Sentier.com.
Across Indiana, the lights go on, the stands fill, and communities come tonight. The Heartland Sports Network is there, showcasing the athletes, the rivalries, and the hometown pride that make our state special. Stream every game live on the Heartland Sports Network app and heartlandsportsnet.com. Your teams, your stories, your network. We're proudly bringing the Heartland together, one game at a time.
Welcome back here to Legacy Fields in Crown Point. Corndogs lead it 4-0. Great Lakes Sports Hub is the official training facility of the Lake County Corndogs, not just another dome. Situated just across the street from Legacy Fields.
Great facility if you're an athlete looking to get a little bigger over the summer.
Absolutely. It's going to be Pancho Vasquez, Drew Arnold, and Lance Moon all due up. The Beavers have been able to scratch across only one hit here in the first couple of innings. The Corn for 4 runs in the first, got to a first one away for Pancho Vasquez. It's interesting how the last couple of games, it's still a long way to go in this one, but it's interesting how these games have played out between the Corndogs and the Beavers as that pitch missed 2-0. First 2 games were very, very tightly contested. Went down to the last batter. Corndogs won the second time these two teams met in a walk-off, but last time Corndogs took an early lead and then just made it from there. Baltimore chop back up the middle. Fernandez has to wait on it. Throws a bullet to first to get the out, and that's out number 1.
Say an absolute seed for Fernandez, and that's the kind of stuff you're going to get with Ryder Fernandez over there at shortstop. That's the nice thing the Corndogs do have. They have 2 really good shortstops in Fernandez and Zach Wright.
Zach Wright is here tonight, but is not in the lineup. Corndogs do have a few options available on the bench tonight, both pitching and hitting, just in case. Might be a guy that needs a breather here this evening.
It is very warm, very hot.
I'd be willing to say that, in all likelihood, as that pitch is in there for a strike 0-1 to Drew Arnold, the catcher, we're probably going to see potentially a very different lineup tomorrow from tonight, especially considering it's going to be as hot as it is the next couple days, and the Corndogs have a league game on Thursday against Post 94. So that's pitch misses low 1-0. That game will be on the road, and it'll be at Morgan Township High School, a 5:30 start, so you're not going to have a nighttime game there to help with the heat. 1-1 pitch misses in the dirt. 2-1 is the count. Mason, you said you were an athlete. Can you tell me the hottest weather you've played in?
Played in?
Yeah.
I would say probably definitely last year at Quincy University. The turf was like, I think, 100 degrees, and it was not the greatest time, but we came out with the dub, so I can't complain. But yeah, definitely not the greatest environment. Every time one of our team would come out the field, or we'd get a wet towel down our neck. So, and it greatest feeling in the world as an athlete.
2-2 pitch on the way, fought off, back up the middle, a high pop-up. Fernandez in the outfield grass makes the catch for out number 2, and that'll bring up Lance Moon. I will say, I didn't play sports at as high levels you have. You've obviously gone into the college ranks, but I did play soccer in high school, and because in Indiana you play soccer in the fall, that meant that I was outside a lot in the springtime. or in the summertime when I was in high school practicing soccer, and it was not always the nicest of weather, as that's a swing and a miss 0-1 to Lance Moon.
I can imagine how hot it could have been.
I will also say, when I was interning in the league the Corndogs were in prior to this, I may have to finish the story next inning, because that's a ground ball to the left side, and that one gets past Fernandez, took a bad hop and skipped off his glove. Or apologies, that's Greg Guernsey at third base, and that's going to put Lance Moon on second base.
He absolutely shot out of the box there, Moon. Lance Moon definitely has got some wheels on him.
See what they call that. They call that an error. If they call that a hit. The ball took kind of a funky hop. Yeah, they call that an error. So that's the first corn dog error of the night. First error of any kind of the evening. And we turn the lineup card over to Joel Harrell as the Beavers have an opportunity here with 2 down and a runner in scoring position, and Drew Satunis heads to the mound to talk to Murphy. As I was saying, the league I was in previous few summers ago, I had to do my games outside at a field that had no press box. I was basically like bacon in a frying pan.
That sounds awful.
When it was, by the way, the field had no lights too, so we were playing during the day. Mm-hmm. And when it was 100 degrees outside, dude, it was not fun.
Oh, I can believe that.
Pitch misses low and away, 1-0. It was the one time in my life that I was thankful for all the summer afternoons I spent practicing soccer when it was 95, 100 degrees, you know.
I said that'll definitely prepare you for something like that.
1-0 pitch, misses high, 2-0.
Practicing in the heat and playing in the heat is
even playing games in like August.
Yeah.
Beginning of the school year. Ooh boy.
Yeah.
Those games can be rough. 2 balls, no strikes. Swinging a fly ball to right, foul, and on top of the batting cage / bullpen down the right field line. That's going to make it 1-2.
Joe Harrell, a very pesky hitter for the Beavers. I remember him last year. He's definitely the kind of leadoff hitter you want if you're Sullivan sticking.
Well, and Joel Harrell this season has been hitting .250 for the Beavers against the Corndogs so far. That's a ground ball to the left side. Fernandez gets in front of this one. Another bullet to first, and the inning is over. So the 2-out error ultimately proves inconsequential. We head to the bottom of the third. Corndogs lead it 4-0.
Ultimate party experience? Bring the excitement with Game Truck mobile video game theaters. Action-packed laser tag and gel tag battles. Bounce houses, epic foam parties, and unforgettable photo booth fun. Perfect for birthdays, schools, festivals, team bonding, and community events. We bring the fun right to you. No stress and no mess. Book your party today and make memories everyone will be talking about with Game Truck.
Local and electrical contractors, work to schools and businesses. From everyday fixes to once-in-a-lifetime builds, we don't just get the job done, we get it done right and up to the highest safety standards. When you need electrical work, hire the professionals who power Indiana. Powering Indiana, Lake County, bringing excellence to the job, creating a brighter future for our community.
Back here at Legacy Fields in Crown Point, Josh Fleming is about to lead off. First pitch to him, in there for a strike. Count is 0-1. Josh Fleming with the big hit of the ball game so far, a 3-run home run back in the first inning.
Yeah.
0-1 to him off the end of the bat, foul. 0-2.
I bet Bryce Schuster is going to be real patient about how he pitches to Fleming here this time around.
Well, if patient means throwing 2 strikes at him, I don't know if that's patient.
Not patient, but I don't think I'm surprised I like that he's got the confidence to be that aggressive that early. I like seeing that out of a pitcher like that.
Sometimes if you're a pitcher, you just need to
just rub it off.
You rub it off and get back to what you know how to do. 1-2 pitch misses outside, 2-2. And I mentioned this in the first inning, how remember on Sunday the Corndogs put up a 4-spot in the first inning, didn't score the rest of the ball game. So just because you're able to put a run up early doesn't mean you're going to keep up the same pace the rest of the ball game. 2-2 the count. Ground ball, that's going to be a base hit into left field. Quinn O'Brien falls down trying to get at that ball, so Josh Fleming making an early case for our Ironman player of the game. He already has a homer, a single, 3 RBIs, a run scored, and Drew Kostiva comes up to the plate. This is another guy that absolutely has the ability to hit the ball hard.
And far, very far.
Does have a homer this year to go along with 13 runs knocked in. He leads the team in RBIs coming into this game. Although Ryder Fernandez is close, only 2 behind. That's a strike. Count is 0-1 on Drew Kostiva. He has 13. Ryder Fernandez has 11. Those are the only Corndogs that have double-digit RBIs this season.
And both products of Lake Central High School also.
Indeed. Defending Class 4A state champions. That pitch misses low and in, 1-1. Won that title about a week and a half ago. Another very successful baseball season in the region. Unlike last year where you won 3 state titles and got all 4 to the state title game, this year you got 3 to the state title game and won 2 of them.
Hey, we'll take that. We'll take it. 2 state titles.
Any year you will.
Yeah, any year you'll take a state title for your region.
And this is why you have a league like the Region Collegiate Baseball League. It's as competitive as it is, because if this is the talent pool you're pulling from, that pitch misses inside, 2-1. A lot of these guys that, have region roots, whether that be collegiately or in high school, you're going to get some great baseball, and that's what the Lake County Corndogs and the Region Collegiate Baseball League can provide to the area. 2-1 pitch. Big, slow breaking ball that misses inside. Count moves to 3-1 on Drew Kostiva. Kostiva was hit by a pitch in the first. He was thrown out at second on a fielder's choice. Also in the first inning, 3 balls and 1 strike to count on him. And they say he offered at that one, 3-2.
I was going to say, from our angle, I couldn't really tell if he offered at it or not, but umpire's discretion. But
umpire decided that he did offer at it. 3-2 the count here, full count. The pitch. Swinging a fly ball to left field. That one pretty deep. Lance Moon going back on it, and that ball is off the wall. On the way to third, Josh Fleming. Heisman throws up the stop sign. Kostiva into second with a double.
It's a great piece of hitting from Kostiva there, showing off that power a little bit, like Fleming. And having those 2 back-to-back in the lineup has got to be, if you're a pitcher and you see that, it's got to be kind of scary. Got those 2 absolute power threats.
This brings up Greg Guernsey. I will say this much. The wind has changed a little bit. It was blowing pretty much straight in from right field. Now it's more of a crosswind that's kind of blowing from the right field corner across to the left field corner. Still not an ideal spot for a right-handed power hitter, but not as deadening of a wind as it was. That pitch catches the outside corner. Count is 0-1 here on Greg Guernsey. Still, on a night like tonight, when it's as hot as it is, as humid as it is, the ball notoriously travels a lot further. 0-1 pitch. Swinging and a foul back. Count is 0-2 on Guernsey.
And with that ball flying out, I ain't going to complain. It gives us some entertainment. It gives us some good entertainment.
It sure does.
So I can't complain. As much as the heat is a lot today, it's gonna give you some fun baseball for sure if you can get the long ball going.
All of us feeling it today. No balls, 2 strikes. Up and away for a ball, 1-2. Shout out to our intern Owen, who's having to run around outside, getting all the games set up between innings, all those things. He is absolutely he's absolutely probably, I'd say, working the hardest of all the interns today, at least physically.
True master of ceremonies.
1-2 pitch, grounded foul off to the right.
Also doubles as the first base coach for the Corndogs sometimes, too.
I will also give a shout-out, speaking of pregame, I'll also give a shout-out to our anthem singer tonight. Was actually one of the students that I teach, actually, during the school year.
It was a beautiful, beautiful anthem tonight.
Well, I appreciate you for saying that.
Very
sure
beautiful.
She would as well. Proud moment as a teacher, I won't
lie.
I'm
sure.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Greg Guernsey. Ground ball, base hit past the diving Nevels into left field. 1 run scores. Kosteba holds up at third. RBI single, Greg Guernsey, and it is 5-0.
Guernsey's turned it on as of late for the Corndogs. Kind of started off the season a little bit rough, had to get his bearings, but as of late, like you said, last time he played the Beavers, he had a few hard hit balls, and we've seen a couple of them from today with 2 singles so far.
Greg Guernsey staying hot. He had 2 RBI doubles in the game against Little Calumet on Saturday and follows it up with an RBI today. Gabe Bush with a line drive to right field. Joel Harrell waiting on it, makes the grab, tagging from third Kosteba. The throw is cut off, will not be handled by, I believe that was Pancho Vasquez trying to handle the ball. So Gabe Bush, or Drew Kosteba scores on a sac fly by Gabe Bush, and it's now 6-0.
Like you said, the Corndogs weren't doing much after the first inning, but this inning they have lit it up again against Bryce Schuster. Excuse me.
1 away. Zach Sharkey is up now.
Seeing some action in the Little Calumet bullpen.
Don't really feel like you have much of a choice at this point.
Not
that pitch
really.
In there for a strike, 0-1. Zach Sharkey this season hitting .333, 1 homer, 8 knocked in. 4 of his 9 hits have been for extra bases. Runner goes, pitches inside, throw down to second is offline, and it will go into left center field, and Guernsey's going to try to make it all the way to third, and he will. There was no one there to get the ball, so Greg Guernsey advances to second on the stolen base and will advance to third on what should end up being an error. We'll see what the official scoring is. That should be a throwing error on the catcher. That was well offline.
Say, yeah. Drew Arnold did not Jackson Arnold, but Drew Arnold, a little bit offline there.
Swinging a line drive, and the glove falls out of the hand of Owen Chase, and it goes into right field. Sharkey reaches first, and scoring is Greg Guernsey.
I have never seen anything like that.
Zach Sharkey hit the ball so hard that Noah Chase had the glove fall off his hand.
Wow. That's some power behind that that's some power behind that hit there. Wow.
How is that even physically possible?
How hard do you have to hit that ball? My goodness. Wow.
It goes down in the books as an RBI single, but
wow.
If you know, you know. Swinging, that's a fly ball to left center field towards the gap. That's going to fall in, and that'll be a single for Bradley Ferris as Zach Sharkey advances to second.
Very long single. Okay,
so here's my question. Did Sharkey hit the ball really hard, or does Noah Chase just have a really loose glove at first base?
I think Sharkey just hit the ball I think he just hit the ball that hard.
I will actually tell you, there was a loose glove in a baseball game that changed the trajectory of a World Series. I'll tell you exactly how.
I think I've heard this story before. But
Drew Satunis is up. He's low, 1-0. So if you're a baseball fan, you know. 1986 World Series Game 6, the famous Bill Buckner error. Well, here's what actually caused the error. That pitch misses outside, 2-0. Bill Buckner at first base was notorious for having a very loose first baseman's glove. If you see him in the footage of that game, the glove is almost like it's flopping around. It's like it's barely on his hand. 2-0 pitch. Misses 3-0. It was literally barely on his hand. So when he goes he's actually sliding towards the foul line trying to get in front of the ball. What happened was his glove, because it was so loose, it closed, and the ball went past the glove, as that's a strike, and Sharkey advances to third on the stolen base. So it wasn't that he missed the ball. It was more that the glove closed before Buckner tried to, and he missed the ball that way.
Wow. Huh.
And that allowed the run to score, and then Bill Buckner was in Boston sports infamy forever. Throw down to second on a stolen base attempt, and avoiding the tag on a nice play, Bradley Ferris on a stolen base. But Drew Satunis does reach second on the walk, as that was a called ball. Now, for those of y'all that know the PCA story, you know a throw down to second, yes, it does matter in baseball.
Yes.
Again, the rule I learned it in that PCA play, which is that if a runner slides past second base on a walk, if he's tagged out after he slides past the base, then he can be called out in that scenario.
Definitely sparked a debate online, I won't lie. I was definitely a little frustrated as a Cubs fan. But
well, it's one of those rules that when you think about it, it makes sense, but it's just that's one of those situations where it's like it's not really the spirit of why the rule exists, but it's technically
the rule.
Right.
I was going to say Jack Sharko comes in to run at first base.
The guy that's leading the team in stolen bases this season with 14 stolen bases.
Wow. Product of St. Xavier University. Normally the first baseman for the Corndogs.
Wild to me that a first baseman like him has the kind of speed that he does.
Yeah.
Here's Ryder Fernandez with the bags juiced and one away.
As our great PA announcer said, the sacks are packed with Corndogs too. So
Indeed they are. First pitch. Swinging a ground ball to the left side. Neville's gloves. It steps on third for one. Goes back to first and the throw over the head of the first baseman. And that ball will go, wait a minute. Oh, out is at third. So the ball goes right in front of the bullpen there. Runners go to second and third. Okay. All right.
A lot of moving parts on that play.
A lot of moving parts in that play. So that's going to go down as a fielder's choice officially. Run does score. It's 8-0. So that's going to be 5 unassisted at third on the putout. Satunis advances to third, and then Fernandez should advance to second on what should be an error. At least you would think.
Mm-hmm.
Find out. First pitch. Missed for a ball. Count 1-0 here as Billy Chidsey comes up for the second time tonight. The Corndogs have batted around. They lead at 8-0. 2-0 the count now on Billy Chidsey. Chidsey is 1 for 2 today. Singled in the first. Later came around to score a run. 4 runs on 5 hits and 2 little Calumet errors in this inning. The 1-0. High for a ball. 2-0. I was a little surprised that Neville's decided to get the force out at third instead of going home. I guess I can see he felt like he had the opportunity for a double play, but he allowed a run to score. The 2-0 pitch. In there for a strike. Count is 2-1. Two and one with 2 away.
This has been a crazy inning.
The pitch. Swinging in a pop fly foul off to the left. Deuces are wild. 2-2 the count. 2 down. 2 runners on. What an inning. What an inning indeed.
Yeah. I have no words. Craziest inning of baseball I've ever seen.
2-2 pitch. Inside. Well, that was ball 4. So Chidsey walks. That loads the bags again. And Josh Fleming will come up, and Sully Sticken has seen enough. At least it appears he has. He heads out to the mound and is going to have at least a conversation with Bryce Schuster, but
I think Schuster's done.
I think this is probably it for Schuster. And, yep, gives the ball over to the manager. And we're going to sort things out when we return. Corndogs up 8-0 and still threatening with 2 down.
Keeps you busy and you can't get to the store? Shop online with Strachan Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information. Fill your virtual cart and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple. Shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Armed with a rich history of family ownership and a workforce that's committed to putting people first, Centier Bank fosters a workplace of community building, philanthropy, and financial education. A long-lasting legacy of family ownership dedicated to generations of clients is what sets Centier apart. Trust the integrity, experience, and personal service of Centier, Indiana's largest private family-owned bank. For more information, go to Centier.com.
Across Indiana, the lights go on, the stands fill, and communities come alive. And every night, the Heartland Sports Network is there, showcasing the athletes, the rivalries, and the hometown pride that make our state special. Stream every game live on the Heartland Sports Network app and heartlandsportsnet.com. Your teams, your stories, your network. The Heartland Sports Network, proudly bringing the Heartland together, one game at a time.
Welcome back here to Legacy Fields in Crown Point. Discover your rhythm at Hard Rock Casino, Northern Indiana, with over 1,700 slots and 80 table games. The party never stops with free live music every Friday and Saturday night, just off of Exit 6, I-8094. First pitch misses low for a ball, 1-0 to Josh Fleming, who already has a home run tonight. And on the mound, we believe this is Kyle Bader, number 65.
A product of Joliet Junior College, the Wolves.
Yep. Junior college program in the south suburbs, 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike, 1-1. Josh Fleming started off this inning with a simple single. Oh, how innocently it starts.
Yeah, how this inning started.
It's blown up to a 4-run inning, the 1-1 pitch. Off-speed pitch in there for a strike, 1-2. Fleming now having to face another pitcher, having to adjust things here. He does have home run power. Will he need it? Will he use it here? 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 down. The pitch. Swing and a fly ball into right center field, and on the run, making the catch, running out from under his cap, Mason Jarrett, and the inning is over. But the Corndogs put 4 runs on the board on 5 hits, 2 little Calumet errors, and they leave the bags loaded. We head to the 4th. Corndogs up 8-0.
Life takes you places, and you can't get to the store? Shop online with Strack and Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use, and it can save you time and money. Once your order is in, our own Strack and Van Til team preps your order with care. For delivery or pickup, enjoy the convenience of letting our to-go team shop for you. Enjoy your special moments. Sign up online today at shop.strackandvantil.com.
Headquartered in Maryville, Indiana, Centier Bank continues to play a pivotal role in every community we serve. Beginning with a single location to serving third Indiana, Centier Bank has championed a workplace of community building, philanthropy, and financial education to enrich the lives of individuals and businesses in the communities we serve. Our promise for a better tomorrow for generations to come is what sets Centier apart. Centier Bank, Indiana's largest private family-owned bank.
If your business wants to reach real customers in real communities, the Heartland Sports Network is where you need to be. With thousands tuning in every week across Indiana and beyond, your message plays alongside the games people care about most. Connect with families, alumni, parents, and the next generation of local leaders. Digital ads, in-game features, branding opportunities. We'll build a package that fits your goals. Advertise with the Heartland Sports Network. Visit heartlandsportsnet.com or contact us today.
Welcome back to Legacy Fields in Crown Point. The scoreline says it all. Corndogs 8, Beavers nothing as we head to the top half of the 4th inning. Ironworkers Local 395 is a proud partner of the Lake County Corndogs. Local 395 continues to forge and maintain strong partnerships with owners and contractors based on our commitment to provide excellent craftsmanship through safety, productivity, reliability, and training. Also the sponsor of our Player of the Game award. And I think there's a lot of players that are already making cases for that now. That's a base hit into left field. Leadoff man Mason Jarrett reaches on a single. And that'll bring up Brent Nalis.
It's just a nice piece of hitting from Jarrett there. Just hitting it right between that gap of Fernandez and Guernsey over there.
Yep.
But Jarrett's got some speed that we saw in the first inning. He led Triton in all the stolen bases this year, so we know he's a stolen base threat. So definitely something to watch out for Satunas.
Well, if you want to come back in a game, you need to start with something.
Mm-hmm.
Pickoff moved at first, not in time. Matt Murphy, who's enjoying a nice lead here in this game. Much different feeling game than last Saturday, where it was no score through the first 3 innings, and the Corndogs blew it open in the 4th. Swinging and a miss for Nalis. Count is 0-1 now on Nalis. He's 0 for 1, struck out back in the first. Murphy.
Checking on Jarrett a little bit.
Looks in. Jarrett goes. The 0-1 up and in. Throw down to second is not in time.
It's a really nice throw from Satunas.
Yeah, but Jarrett got a really good jump off of first base, and he reaches second. So now we have a runner in scoring position with nobody out here in the top of inning number 4. Pitch misses. Count is 1-1 on Brent Nayless. Or Quinn O'Brien. Or, yep, Brent Nayless still up. Bat so long, I forgot Brent Nayless was still up. One strike on him. Murphy looks in. Here's the delivery. Swing and a miss. 2-2 is the count. Quinn O'Brien on deck. Sam Hayes in the hole for Little Calumet, ready to hit at a moment's notice. Matt Murphy sets and looks in the 1-2 or 2-2. Swinging a line drive towards the gap in left field. That falls for a hit. Jarrett on his way to third gets the windmill. Ball is bobbled a bit out in left center. Jarrett scores easily. That's an RBI single for Brent Nayless, and the Little Calumet Beavers are on the board. It's now 8-1.
It's just a nice piece of hitting there from Nayless. Just getting something on the board, trying to get some going here in this top of the fourth for the Beavers. You got to start somewhere, like you said. So.
Yeah, got to start somewhere. We can get a run with nobody out in an inning. 8-1 the score. So here comes Quinn O'Brien. Matt Murphy looks in the first pitch. Swing and a miss. Count is 0-1 on Quinn O'Brien. Pickup move to first is not in time. Count still 0-1 on Quinn O'Brien. Little Calumet having to dig deeper into their bullpen, at least to this point, than I think you probably would expect. By the way, we do have the final line for the starting pitcher, Bryce Schuster. 2 2/3 innings, 9 hits, 8 runs all earned. Runner goes down to second. Throw down there is late. That ball missed. Count is now 1-1. Back to Schuster. 2 walks, only 1 strikeout across 2 2/3 innings to start off the ball game. So not the outing Bryce Schuster wanted.
I was going to say not the outing you want if you're Schuster or this Calumet Beavers coaching staff.
Not at all. 1-1 the count, the delivery. That's a strike.
Nice piece of framing there from Satunis.
Count is 1-2. Murphy looks in. Here's another 1-2. That pitch in the dirt and gets away from Satunis.
See Satunis getting a little frustrated with himself there, letting that get by him.
Yep. Well, second time through the order, and, you know, the old saying in baseball is that the more times you go through the order, the tougher it gets. And
read my mind.
Well, you just have to remember it's an 8-1 ball game. You're up by 7. Your team's in control of everything here. Just breathe.
Just do what you've been doing.
Do what you've been doing.
Don't change anything up.
Just get some outs. Looping liner back up the middle. Fernandez is able to skip in front of that for out number 1.
It's huge. That could be huge to turn around maybe a little bit more of the momentum back to the Corndogs after the Beavers. We're slightly starting to get some going here.
This brings up Sam Hayes. Misprint is the official printing partner of the Lake County Corndogs. We specialize in delivering the highest quality signs and printing on time and within budget. Big or small, we do it all. Visit MissPrintIndiana.com to learn more about our services. Swinging, that's a fly ball, left center field. Gabe Bush coming in on it, and he cannot get there. Falls down as he tries to cut it off. Nayless scores from third. On the way into second, Sam Hayes throw in there is in time to get him. Nayless tried to advance to second as Gabe Bush was unable to field the ball cleanly in left center. And he ends up with an out. It's an RBI and a single, but 2 down in the inning.
I was going to say, I thought Bush was going to try and dive for it there at first, but then he didn't. He fell over, and I was like, oh, we're going to try and go for 2 here with Sam Hayes in. He absolutely gunned him out there. What a play from Bush to recover and make that play.
So up comes Noah Chase, singled in the second inning. First pitch misses inside for a ball. Count is 1-0 on Noah Chase. He singled back in the second inning. That was the first hit of the night for the Little Calumet Beavers. 2-0 the count now, so the inning sort of resets a little bit. Nobody on, 2 down. But 2 in for the Beavers as they try to find a way to sneak their way back into this one. The 1-0. Ground ball left side. Fernandez gets in front of it, has to hurry. Off bounds, so to first, and Chidsey can't field it cleanly. Chase probably would have been safe anyway.
Fernandez going a long way to make that play, too.
Ends up being a single. By the way, a big thank you to Owen for giving us another fan back here in the booth.
Yeah.
That needs a word. Thank you.
Get you, Owen.
2 down. Keegan O'Brien is up. He struck out back in the second inning. He's 0 for 1 on the day. First pitch to him. Ground ball to the left side. Gloved by Guernsey. Cross the diamond to first. Inning over. But the Little Calumet Beavers are able to put 2 runs on the board on 3 base hits. And we head to the bottom of the 4th. Corndogs up 8-2.
Life takes you places, and you can't get to the store? Shop online with Strack and Van Til to go. Our to-go service is easy to save you time and money. And our own Strack and Van Til team preps your order with care. For delivery or pickup, enjoy the convenience of letting our to-go team shop for you. Enjoy your special moments. Sign up online today at shop.strackandvantil.com.
Headquartered in Maryville, Indiana, Centier Bank continues to play a pivotal role in every community we serve. Beginning with a single location in 1895 to serving 13 counties across Indiana, Centier Bank has championed a workplace of community building, philanthropy, and financial education to enrich the lives of individuals and businesses in the communities we serve. Our promise for a better tomorrow for generations to come is what sets Centier apart. Centier Bank, Indiana's largest private family-owned bank.
If your business wants to reach real customers in real communities, the Heartland Sports Network is where you need to be. With thousands tuning in every week across Indiana and beyond, your message plays alongside the games people care about most. Connect with families, alumni, parents, and the next generation of local leaders. Digital ads, in-game features, branding opportunities. We'll build a package that fits your goals. Advertise with the Heartland Sports Network. Visit heartlandsportsnet.com or contact us today.
Back here at Legacy Fields, 8-2, the Corndogs lead the Little Calumet Beavers, and it's Drew Kostiba leading off the 4th inning. And, well, you know, when you saw the temperature, the weather, what the weather was supposed to be like today, the expectation was it was going to be a high-scoring affair. And, well, at least on the Corndog side, it's been a high-scoring affair.
On the good guy side.
You're right. Kostiba takes a strike, count is 0-1. As the Corndogs look to improve to 7-2 in league play, they have won 7 consecutive games. It has been almost exactly 1 month since they lost their last Region Collegiate Baseball League game, as that pitch misses outside 1-1. That was against the South Lake Ironhawks, the 3rd game of the season. That 0-3 start for the Corndogs feels like a distant memory.
Yeah, it does.
And that 0-2 start in league play is an even more distant memory, the 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2.
Steve took an absolute hack at that.
Sure did.
Remember the all-GLAC freshman team, 2nd team, excuse me.
Yep. As the Corndogs with a win tonight would solidify their spot in sole possession of first place. The 1-2 pitch in there, strike 3 call to Kostiba. That's out number 1. Corndogs with that half-game lead, if they were to lose tonight, would end up tied for first with the South Lake Ironhawks. Take a look at the standings right there as Greg Guernsey heads to the plate. Greg Guernsey with an RBI single in the 3rd inning. He has 2 runs scored tonight. First pitch to him. Up and away for a ball, 1-0. So, you know, you're trying to get that number 1 spot, get that regular season championship, and also get yourself in position to host the Region Collegiate Baseball League playoffs as well. That pitch misses outside, 2-0. Because just like last year, all 4 teams get in, and 1 seed plays the 4 seed, 1 seed hosts, 2 seed hosts 3 seeds. How it was last year. 2-0 pitch. Outside corner, 2-1. And if you're the Corndogs, as I mentioned, heading into this schedule coming up where you're playing against almost exclusively league opponents the next couple of weeks, The only difference from that tomorrow is New Lenox. That's a high fly ball to right. Joel Harrell charging in on it over towards the center field position, makes the grab on the run for out number 2. That brings up Gabe Bush.
And the Pumas come in tomorrow, so.
They do. I think Sully Stickin's familiar with the Pumas, isn't he?
Yes, he is. I remember last year the head coach of the little Calumet Beavers, Sullivan Stickin, actually did pitch a game for the New Lenox Pumas against us. I mean, it was kind of a blowout. The Corndogs ended up blowing out the Pumas, but it's still a fun little time, you know, seeing another opposing manager pitch against the team he has to coach against.
First pitch to Gabe Bush, misses outside for a ball. Count is 1-0 on Gabe Bush. The 1-0 delivery. Catches the strike zone. Count is 1-1 now on Gabe Bush. Bush with an RBI single and a sac fly RBI. So he has 2 RBIs tonight. The 1-1. Swinging and a miss. 1-2 the count on Gabe Bush.
He's also got that really nice play in center field right after in the last half of the inning, throwing out.
He did, yeah. After missing a ball in center field. That's why it's important when you're in center field. Can't make a play, at least knock the ball down or
never
get
give
in front
up.
of it.
Ooh.
1-2 pitch inside, and that hit him. Or did it hit him?
Ooh.
Gabe Bush says it hit him. The sound that it made to me sounded like the ball hitting the glove. Bush is arguing that it hit his jersey. The umpire said nope, it didn't hit him. So 2-2 is the count now on Gabe Bush. That pitch misses up and away. Count is 3-2.
You say, yeah, the sound it made, I couldn't tell if it was the glove or the bat.
Off Square Brewing is the official brewing partner of the Lake County Corndogs. At Off Square Brewing, we strive to be just that, off square. We think and brew outside the box. As Gabe Bush swings and misses at strike 3, 1-2-3, go the Corndogs in the 4th. Mason Waters will take over on play-by-play after this. Corndogs lead it 8-2.
Ultimate party experience? Bring the excitement with Game Truck mobile video game feeders. Action-packed laser tag and gel tag battles, bounce houses, epic foam parties, and unforgettable photo booth fun. Perfect for birthdays, schools, festivals, team bonding, and community events. We bring the fun right to you. No stress and no mess. Book your party today and make memories everyone will be talking about with Game Truck.
IBEW Local 697 electrical contractors bring the highest standard of electrical work to Lake County homes, schools, and businesses. From everyday fixes to once-in-a-lifetime builds, we don't just get the job done, we get it done right and up to the highest safety standards. When you need electrical work, hire the professionals who power Indiana. Powering Indiana, Lake County, bringing excellence to the job, creating a brighter future for our community.
Passes in here for Portage. It's Josiah Brown. Brown throws up a last-minute prayer, and he knocks it down!
Welcome back to the Lake County Corndogs Facebook page, Heartland Sports Network and Region Sports Network. I am Mason Waters, joined by Josh Lepowski, and the Corndogs have a new pitcher on the mound. This man is an absolute stud, Aslan Farinelli, number 33, and he's been part of this great Corndog pitching staff this year, correct, Josh?
He has been. He's been a very big part of this pitching staff this year. He pitched on opening day starter. Overall on the season, he's pitched 10 innings, 3 games played, 2 starts, 2 earned runs, 8 hits, 5 walks, 8 strikeouts.
He fires a pitch in there for his first strike of his appearance today, and the first pitch. So, pretty good way to start off your innings.
Also comes in, spotted a 6-run lead. I think that helps too.
I was going to say that definitely comes in with some more confidence. And this is quickly 0-2 on Pancho Vasquez, the second baseman. Farinelli absolutely firing it in early as Pancho Grounds it to the second baseman, Zach Sharkey. Sharkey fumbles it a little bit, but still makes the play over to Chidsey to get the first out for the Corndogs. What a play over there from Sharkey. This middle infield for the Corndogs all season has just been I don't want to say a no-fly zone, but like a no-grounder zone, I should say, almost, with Zach Wright, Zach Sharkey, and Ryder Fernandez.
Well, that was one of those plays that Justin Heisman's thinking in the dugout, man, that was a little more anxious than he wanted it to be. It was a tough play.
And right back to Farinelli here goes Drew Arnold, and that is quickly 2 outs here for Farinelli. Wow, Farinelli coming in quick and absolutely shutting down this little Calumet lineup, and that'll bring up the left fielder, number 53, Lance Moon, take off earlier in his first at-bat where he got a single, so we know Moon's got some speed on him.
He does. Let's see if he can continue that here.
Exactly. Farinelli gets the sign. Oh, must have had bugs in his face or something out there. It is a hot night, so I can only imagine what kind of bugs are flying out over there. That gets by Satunis for ball 1.
Looking to gear up without breaking the bank? Come to Play It Again Sports in Maryville. We buy, sell, and trade new and used sports and fitness gear every day. Whether you're scoring your first glove, upgrading your home gym, or clearing out your garage, we've got quality gear at the prices you'll love. It's that small-town sports feel with big-time selection. Play It Again Sports Maryville, your local sports store.
Play It Again Maryville is wonderful and been one of our great sponsors here for the Corndogs. Farinelli down 2-0 to Moon, but getting back with a strike there, trying to fight back into the count here.
Bit more in-depth on Aslan Farinelli. His last outing came against the South Lake Ironhawks on June 19th. 4 innings, shutout ball, only 1 hit given up. Did walk 3, struck out 5.
As we say, Farinelli has been arguably the most consistent pitcher this season for the Corndogs, and that's kind of hard to say because all of them have been really unhittable. And that is a quick 1-2-3 inning for Aslan Farinelli. Sits down the little Calumet Beavers very quickly. We're going to take it here to the bottom of the 5th. You are listening to Corndogs Baseball on the Heartland Sports Network, Region Sports Network, and
Ultimate party experience? Bring the excitement with Game Truck mobile video game feeders. Action-packed laser tag and gel tag battles, bounce houses, epic foam parties, and unforgettable photo booth fun. Perfect for birthdays, schools, festivals, team bonding, and community events. We bring the fun right to you. No stress and no mess. Book your party today and make memories everyone will be talking about with Game Truck.
IBEW Local 697 electrical contractors bring the highest standard of electrical work to Lake County homes, schools, and businesses. From everyday fixes to once-in-a-lifetime builds, we don't just get the job done, we get it done right and up to the highest safety standards. When you need electrical work, hire the professionals.
Welcome back to the Lake County Corndog Sports Network here. I am Mason Waters, joined by Josh Lepowski in the booth. We have some great action. The Corndogs up 8-2 here in the bottom of the 5th, and that brings up Zach Sharkey, who hits it immediately into center field for a base hit, and continuing that hot streak that the Corndogs have had. I've noticed this every odd inning so far. The Corndogs have they've popped off in the inning.
You're right.
The first inning, the third inning, and now
right.
the 5th inning. I know it's just the start, but it's something I've noticed. It's a weird pattern this game has had, and that'll bring up the designated hitter tonight, Bradley Ferris.
Basketball's a game of run. Baseball's a game of patterns. That's what I like to say.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Ferris swings, and it's down the line. Foul.
Just foul. But
Just foul. Barely getting past Brent Nihilus over there at third base. And the pitcher still Kyle Bader is still in for the Beavers. So Coach Sully trusting in his pitcher right now, and I mean, I can't blame him. He shut down this Corndogs lineup the past couple innings, so.
Yeah, so far, and guy that's responsible for just trying to make sure this game doesn't get more out of hand than it already is, yeah.
And I did see another pitcher walk into the Calumet bullpen. I looked like I saw number 49 on him. I believe that'll be Tyler Fuller for the Little Calumet Beavers. Ferris fouls it back into the fencing for strike 2. Make the count 1 and 2 here.
Bradley Ferris, a guy that's really coming to his own for the Corndogs this season at the
definitely.
plate. He definitely has on-base percentage up above 350. 7 RBIs on the year, has 5 extra base hits.
He brings that D1 experience being a player at UNC Charlotte.
Yep.
So I was going to say he's definitely been around some great coaching all his career, so to bring that kind of mentality here to the Corndogs, I'm sure has really helped also.
Yeah, he's been in the rotation as a catcher. Him, Taki Chronopoulos, Drew Satunis, all have been in that rotation as catchers this season.
Corndogs have been blessed with great catchers this season. That was fouled off again by Ferris to keep the count 1 and 2 here. Bader's just coming, and he's kind of been the opposite of Schuster a little bit. Been a little more patient. You kind of see it with his delivery. He kind of takes a second and then just kind of fires it in there. I don't know if he's going to do it here. Nope.
Well, with a runner on base.
Yeah, I was going to say not with a runner on base, but.
Well, I mean, the Corndogs got to Schuster early, and Schuster was on his back foot and really never really got into a rhythm.
Never got
there.
too comfortable out there.
Never really did, and eventually he did, though, or eventually the Corndogs were able to take him out. Now,
wonder what that was about. Possibly
just a timeout.
I was going to say possibly a timeout. Yeah. We say count 2 and 2 here to Ferris. No outs. Runner on first. We know Sharky's got some wheels on him, so could potentially be a stolen base threat here. That'll make the count full here to Ferris from the pitcher Bader. Bader been kind of just controlling the Corndogs lineup ever since he's come in. Kind of like I said, different kind of a pace, kind of more of got a faster fastball than Schuster, but Ferris flies it out there and it hits the wall. And Sharkey thought it was going to get caught there, so he got caught up at second base. Barely gets back into third as infield, but an absolute there. And how this has just been absolutely just potent, almost just unstoppable.
This is just they can hit the ball, hit it hard, hit it far. And Ferris, one of the guys that can do that. Put that ball in the air, and again, Zach Sharkey, really, that's a tough play to read if you're on the base paths because, you see how Lance Moon is out there in left field. Is he going to catch the ball? Is he not? Tough to tell, especially with the ball like that's on a line.
Yeah. Drew Satunis comes into the plate and goes down. First pitch swinging is a strike. Runners in scoring position in second and third, so a nice hit to the outfield here could possibly score 2 more runs here, and that'll be caught the outside corner there for a quick 0-2 count here to Satunis, he's 0 for 2 for today with a walk. So one of the only real Corndogs hitters that hasn't really has not gotten a hit today. And the pitch from Bader. Ooh, catches the outside corner for strike 3, and you see Satunis being a little frustrated, but not much you can do there if the umpire says so. And that'll bring up Ryder Fernandez. Fernandez has had an absolute day over there at shortstop. Been a vacuum. Had a couple, or not a couple get by him, just made a couple little errors and been a little hard to make some plays, having to run over into the third base area. But down 0-1 early here. If you're Bader here, Josh, how do you approach this at-bat with Fernandez? Oh, never mind, excuse me. And that is going to be hit out to center field, and that is going to score. Sharkey there, and that'll make it 9-2 here. The Corndogs Just absolutely piling it on.
Second RBI of the night for Ryder Fernandez. Simple hit to center field. Well, I guess the thing I would say is just, hey, with one away, you know, you're trying not to allow any more runs than you already have. But obviously you did there, and that brings up Billy Chidsey.
I was going to say, yeah, how would you approach Chidsey now that Ryder has gotten on base? I was going to say, at this point, you're just going to try, you got to try and get a double play ball, possibly, if you can. And Ryder takes off. Throw down to second, absolutely guns him. What a throw from Drew Arnold there. And you hear the fans there kind of get a...
Yeah, it looked like at third that Bradley Ferris was thinking maybe about doing the little wheel play type of a thing where steal second, then try to steal home. He kind of hesitated there. And Fernandez really, it was a good throw, didn't really have much of a chance there.
Absolute seed down there to second place from Arnold. Second base, not place. And that is a strike in there right down the middle to Chidsey to make the count 0-2 here to Billy Chidsey. Bader kind of catching some rhythm now, only letting up run, but hey, I'd take 1 run over 4 runs any day.
Yep. 1 ball, 2 strikes on him now. Well, the nice thing for Billy Chidsey in this situation is all you need is a base hit, scores a run here potentially.
Yeah. And this is one of the guys you want up in this spot with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, it is. And if you're the Corndogs, this is one of those nights where, in the wind now changing direction, blowing out towards left field at this point, you know, it's so hot out that you're thinking to yourself, I mean, you do trust your pitchers, yes, but you know you may need to score a lot of runs to win. And even though you have a 7-run lead, it doesn't feel that safe.
And Chidsey hits it out here to the center fielder. Mason Jarrett makes the catch there for out number 3. The Corndogs score 1 here. You were listening to the Lake County Corndogs Sports Network here on JED TV.
Ultimate party experience? Bring the excitement with Game Truck mobile video game feeders. Action-packed laser tag and gel tag battles. Bounce houses, epic foam parties, and unforgettable photo booth fun. Perfect for birthdays, schools, festivals, team bonding, and community events. We bring the fun right to you. No stress and no mess. Book your party today and make memories everyone will be talking about with Game Truck.
IBEW Local 697 electrical contractors bring the highest standard of electrical work to Lake County homes, schools, and businesses. From everyday fixes to once-in-a-lifetime builds, we don't just get the job done, we get it done right and up to the highest safety standards. When you need electrical work, hire the professionals who power Indiana. Powering Indiana, Lake County, bringing excellence to the job, creating a brighter future for our community.
Passes in here for Portage. It's Josiah Brown. Brown throws up a last-minute prayer, and he knocks it down! Back here at Legacy Fields in Crown Point, 9-2. The Lake County Corndogs lead the Little Calumet Beavers as we head to the top of the 6th inning. Corndogs beginning a brief 2-game homestand over the course of 2 nights. And then close out the month of June here today. First pitch to Joel Harold, lead off the 6th, misses inside, 1-0. A lot of home games coming up for the Corndogs over the course of the month of July. The Corndogs, this is their first home game in 10 days. They have 11 home games the rest of the season, including tonight. They play 6 times on the road to finish out the season. So for the most part, the majority of the rest of their games are going to be at home.
I was going to say, I got the promotion schedule here, too. Tonight was 70s night.
70s night. I believe we have Halloween night coming up.
We have Halloween
Christmas
night.
Christmas in July.
Christmas.
That pitch misses 3-0, by the way.
Tomorrow night will be Star, Stripes, and Country nights.
All right, yeah, 4th of July coming up.
I was going to say, hopefully everybody has a safe 4th. But, yeah, no, definitely got some fun games coming up.
Ball forward to Joel Harrell. He'll lead off the 6 with a walk. That brings up Mason Jarrett. Big project or small, the right electrician makes all the difference. From home renovations and security upgrades to major commercial construction, IBEW Local 697 electrical contractors have the experience, skill, and commitment to safely get the job done right. When quality matters, trust the professionals who power Indiana. Visit poweringindiana.org today. Powering Indiana, Lake County, bringing excellence to the job, creating a brighter future for tomorrow. Pitch in there for a strike. Go down to second on a stolen base. Not in time. Joel Harrell reaches second. Some in the press box did not agree with that call.
And you heard somebody say replay outside. One of the fans screamed replay. I wish we had that technology here.
It was a close play.
A very close play.
I'll bring up, I called that a strike, so that'll bring up Mason Jarrett on an 0-1 count. Aslan Farinelli on the mound. IBEW Local 697 sponsors all of our pitching changes this season. 1-0 pitch. Grounded foul off to the right. Count 1-1 now. Get you the upcoming schedule here for the Lake County Corndogs since we're talking about it. Tomorrow, 7 p.m., we'll have a stream of this one. They host New Lenox, the New Lenox Pumas out of the Chicago Suburban Baseball League, a league that has given the Corndogs some fits this season. The Corndogs are 6-2 in league play, but are 4-6 outside of the league. 4-6 against the Chicago Suburban League team, so they've had their troubles with them this season. 1-1 count. And that's fouled away 1-2. And, I will say, though, Justin Heisman has been very clear with us whenever I've talked to him and when he's talked to anybody about how he wants his guys to play against good competition. He's not, he understands, as fun as it might be to win every game, 15-0. It's better for players' development to have them go through some adversity, play some tough competition.
The Corndogs have definitely done that this year.
And they have done that, and I think that's been reflected in how tight some of these games have been. But they host New Lenox tomorrow. Then they're on the road on Thursday, a 5:30 p.m. first pitch, as that pitch misses for ball 2-2. At Morgan Township High School against Post 94. We're planning on having the stream for that one. Then the Corndogs are off for the 4th of July weekend. They're back in action on Sunday the 5th at 4 p.m. against the South Lake Ironhawks out in Dyer. We do not plan on streaming that game. 2-2 pitches, a fly ball to right field, tailing toward the line. Kosteba running for it, dives, and he cannot make the play. On the way to third, Joel Harrell, and he will hold up there. Kosteba with a nice throw in, holds Jarrett to a double, and keeps the run from scoring. But now the Beavers have runners on second and third with nobody out.
There was an absolute great effort out there by Kosteba to try and dive and make that play, but just barely missing his glove there.
After that game against the Ironhawks on the 5th, as Brent Nalis comes up. Monday, July 6th, 7 p.m. first pitch. The Corndogs travel back to Munster to take on the Little Calumet Beavers. Second and final trip to Munster High School this season. Then July 7th and 8th, they're off, and then they begin a 2-game homestand, the 9th and the 10th of July, taking on Little Calumet and South Lake back-to-back. So that's the Corndogs over the next couple of weeks, their schedule.
Like we said earlier, this is a big upcoming stretch for them.
Sharkey gloves that ball off the ground, throws to first to get the out there, run scores, and it's 9-3. Corndogs easily trade a run for an out there, up by 7. Now up by 6, and that brings up Quinn O'Brien.
O'Brien 0 for 3 on the day, but a lot of this Little Calumet lineup has just been shut down by this pitching staff.
They really have, and the Corndogs pitching staff has been a strong suit of this team this year.
It's been an absolute nightmare for opposing lineups.
That's a looping liner to the left side, and it will roll foul before Guernsey can glove it. 0-1 the count. Corndogs is a team with a 2.79 earned run average this season across the board, and it's been multiple guys that have pitched well this season. You look at guys like Jacob Mish has been very good. Mitchell Stanton's been good. Adam Walters has been Adam Walters. Caleb Hacker has been tremendous out of the bullpen. Aiden Leonard had a decent outing last time out. Aslan Farinelli on the mound today. Luke O'Keefe, Jacob Siska. Just multiple guys that are just getting outs and getting the job done. 0-1 in there for a strike. 0-2 the count.
Coach Heisman and this ownership have absolutely assembled a loaded pitching staff this year.
Indeed they have. No balls, 2 strikes. Farinelli looks in. Ground ball back up the middle. Fernandez gets in front of it. Gloves, throws to first. That's the second out. Jarrett does score from third. It's an RBI ground out for Quinn O'Brien, and that makes it 9-4. So a 5-run lead for the Corndogs now after holding as much as an 8-run lead earlier, as that brings up Sam Hayes. So those 2 early hits in the 6th inning ultimately do lead to runs. So Sam Hayes comes up. He had an RBI single in the 4th inning.
These Beavers are very pesky. They will not go away without a fighting shot.
No, they won't. That pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Even go back to Saturday. Corndogs led that game 5-0. Beavers came back, scored 3 in the 6th inning to keep it close, and the Corndogs were able to tack on some insurance runs late to blow it open. Swinging and a miss, 0-2 the count. But pesky, that's a good way to describe the Beavers.
I was going to say, that came from...
And we've already had conversations about the parity in this league and how close these teams are, all that. 0-2 pitch, that's a high chopper left side off the infield grass and rolling foul. Still 0-2 the count here on Sam Hayes.
So everybody else kind of react to that one but Hayes, knowing that it was most likely going to go foul.
It did end up going foul. Noah Chase is on deck. He has 2 singles. Farinelli looks in, the 0-2 delivery. Swing and a miss, strike 3, inning over. But the Little Calumet Beavers do put 2 runs on the board, and we head to the bottom of the 6th inning with the Lake County Corndogs in front, 9-4.
Van Til for the win with 4 ways to save. Catch price drops on over 15,000 items and check the weekly ad for can't miss deals. Stack on the rewards program for digital coupons, points toward discounts and free products, and power up with our own brands. Keep your budget in the safety zone. Get the same great taste as national labels at lower prices. If you can't taste the difference, why pay the difference? Score big value with 4 ways to save at Strack & Van Til.
Armed with a rich history of family ownership and a workforce that's committed to putting people first, Centier Bank fosters a workplace of community building, philanthropy, and financial education. A long-lasting legacy of family ownership dedicated to generations of clients is what sets Centier apart. Trust the integrity, experience, and personal service of Centier, Indiana's largest private family-owned bank. For more information, go to Centier.com.
Across Indiana, the lights go on, the stands fill, and communities come alive. And every night, the Heartland Sports Network is there, showcasing the athletes, the rivalries, and the hometown pride that make our state special. Stream every game live on the Heartland Sports Network app and heartlandsportsnet.com. Your teams, your stories, your network. The Heartland Sports Network, proudly bringing the Heartland together, one game at a time.
To the bottom of the 6th inning we go. 9-4, the Lake County Corndogs lead the Little Calumet Beavers. Josh Fleming set to lead off here in this 6th inning. He hit a 3-run home run in the first and led off the 3rd with a single and later scored.
He's been a nightmare for this Beavers pitching staff today.
He sure has so far, but then he flew out to end the 3rd. Let's see what he can do here. New pitcher in IBEW Local 697 pitching change. And it's number 49, Tyler Fuller, that is entered into the game. South Suburban College player, played his high school baseball at Munster High School, also played basketball there.
So dual sport guy, huh?
Sharp grounder foul to the left side, 0-2. Munster, very good baseball program and also a very good basketball program out of the NCC. Perennially a conference champion in the NCC every year.
Two things
Andrean gave him a fight this year, though. I did that game against Andrean this year. That was a close one. And that's strike 3 called on the outside corner. Or is it strike 3?
I think that's ball 1.
That is ball 1. The catcher fooled me out there. Drew Arnold acted like that was strike 3, but the umpire said, no, it's ball 1. So Fuller with the 1-2 delivery, delivers. Fouled back into the screen. Actually into a pole. Count is still 1-2.
I was going to say, I was a little confused what happened there, too, because I thought it was strike 3, but no, yeah, the umpire.
Fuller last season for South Suburban went 1-0 with a 3.79 ERA, 19 innings pitched, 15 strikeouts. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count on Josh Fleming. Here's the delivery. He swings and misses an off-speed pitch for strike 3, and that's the first out of the 6th inning, and that'll bring up Drew Costiba.
We saw Costiba try and make an absolute heck of a play out there in right field earlier, the last half of the inning, but just barely missing it.
Indeed he did, as Costiba comes up, doubled in the 3rd, later scored, struck out in the 4th. Already 4th time through the batting order for the Corndogs, only in the 6th inning.
It just shows how good this offense has been today.
First pitch to him from Kyler Fuller. Swinging, that's a high fly ball. Foul to the left side. Nayless going after it, up against the fence, and it falls up against the bullpen in left field.
I was going to say, that was very highly hit. I lost it for a second.
That ball was skied into the air as the sun has just set, so the waning moments of daylight, if you can call it that, we're pretty much in twilight now, but yeah, pretty late. You know, the sun is just set here in Crown Point. There's a collective sigh of relief from everybody that's had to be outside today. 0-1 count, low in the dirt for a ball, 1-1. Problem is, it's going to be just as hot tomorrow and just as hot the next day.
I was going to say, I think it's going to be even hotter tomorrow.
Yeah, so this is not.
Mother Nature is not our friend right now.
No, it's not. Well, we've had such a mild month of June. I guess we were due for this. 1-1 pitch. Misses outside for a ball. Count is 2-1 on Drew Costiba.
Just hope it's not that hot for the 4th of July this year so we can all be outside and make it.
I think it's supposed to cool off this weekend a little bit, relatively speaking. 2-1. That's a strike. Count is 2-2 on Drew Costiba.
You know, definitely walked out of my house today and almost immediately started sweating. I was like, man, it was a scorcher today, and it's crazy it's going to be even worse tomorrow.
2-2 the count. Pitch misses low, 3-2 the count on Drew Costiba.
Another thing about this Corndog lineup, they're very patient. They're not going to swing at a lot they're not going to swing at a lot of chase pitches, I feel. Very, very patient hitters at the plate.
Costiba lines one to center field, and it's over the leaping head of Mason Jarrett, and a roll all the way up against the wall. Costiba on his way to 3rd, and the throw in is going to be late. My goodness, Mason Jarrett came in and just misjudged the ball in center field, and it went over his head and ends up with Costiba on 3rd base.
A Drew Costiba triple. Wow.
Yep.
I was going to say, yeah, Jarrett just misjudged it. I honestly thought he was going to be able to jump and catch it there for a second.
They officially call that a triple. Again, I've said it a million times. That line drive right at you is the hardest ball to judge as an outfielder.
Oh, it is. It for sure is.
Purdue Federal Credit Union is proud to be part of the Crown Point community and support organizations like the Corndogs. At Purdue Federal, we take pride in being your financial partner through all of life's big events. You can visit us online at purduefed.com. Purdue Federal Credit Union, proud partners of the Corndogs, and Greg Guernsey is up with the infield in. He hits a fly ball out to right field. That's a base hit. Scoring from 3rd, Costiba. RBI single for Greg Guernsey, his 2nd of the night. It's 10-4.
Greg Guernsey staying hot there for 4 on the, but man, hot bat as of late.
He sure has. I'm trying to look back through here, see what's the Corndogs' highest offensive output this season. They have scored 10 or more runs 3 times before tonight. You have to go back to June 12th against Post 94, a 10-4 win in that one. That was the last time that Lake County scored 10 runs in a game. Gabe Bush takes a strike, 0-1. They also scored 11 in their win at Beecher on June 9th, and their first win of the season back on June 2nd at Oswego was a 14-10 win. So Fourth time this season the Corndogs have gotten to double-digit runs, swinging and a miss. Throwback to first is not in time. Count is 0-2 on Gabe Bush. Bush with 2 RBIs tonight, 1 for 2 on the evening.
You know, Bush is having a pretty decent night overall, but he took an absolute hack at him down.
He sure. To Fuller, looks in and delivers. In the dirt, and that gets away from Drew Arnold off of his mask. Down to second goes Guernsey. He'll hold there on what will undoubtedly go down as a wild pitch.
You saw Fuller pat his chest there, taking the blame there.
Yeah.
So say you kind of like to see that, but you kind of like to see that respect between the catcher and the pitcher and the catcher. They're taking the blame for if they are mess up. So you know they're a good connection there. Good.
Sure do. It's been a rough night for Little Calumet, and as I mentioned in the pregame, it's been a rough stretch for them. They got that opening win against the Corndogs earlier this season. Pitch misses inside, 2-2, and since then it's been pretty abysmal.
I was gonna say kind of downhill from there.
Yeah, it's been rough for them since then.
And it's kind of crazy because, like we've said all night, they're the defending champions of the Region Collegiate Baseball League.
Mm-hmm.
Fuller calling time.
Yep.
Just need a new ball.
They got that win over Lake County. They won game 1 of a doubleheader against Post 94 on June the 14th to go to 2-1 in league play. And then they lost their last 5 consecutive games. That pitch misses low, 3-2. Really, in particular, the offense has really stalled out for Little Calumet over the last few weeks here.
Kind of sounds like the Cubs issues over the past couple weeks.
Yeah. And that strike 3 call, Gabe Bush thought that was ball 4. The umpire disagreed.
I kind of thought it was ball 4 too. I can't lie.
Well.
But hey, umpire discretion. That's how I look at it.
Umpire's discretion. He said that was ball 4, so that means that Zach Sharkey is up now. Zach Sharkey has had quite the day. He is 2 for 2, 2 singles, 2 runs, an RBI, and a hit by pitch. So he has an RBI chance here if he can get a base hit. Tyler Fuller looks back at second. First pitch. Sharkey skies that one to the right side, foul. Online shopping in Strachan Van Til saves you time and money. In-store sale prices, pickup or delivery, online coupons, reward points, and more. Life made simple, shopping made easy at strachanvantil.com.
Love Strax.
Yep. I will say there's one thing at Strachan Van Til that I get a lot. That's probably me and my wife's biggest weakness.
What is it?
Oh, 1 count. Hold on, I'll tell you in a minute.
Gotcha.
Misses outside 1-1. For whatever reason, whenever I go to Strax and I buy cookies that you can bake, the cookie dough that you can bake cookies with.
Yep. I know exactly what you're talking about.
There have been some nights where Strax is not far from my house. I'll drive out there and get some cookie dough just to eat some. Sharkey fouls it off 1-2.
You know what? I respect that.
Perks of adulthood, you know.
Exactly. Adult money.
You know, it may not be the best decision, but you can choose to do that if you want to.
Exactly. You got to have some fun sometimes.
Sometimes you do. It's all moderation. That's the
exactly
key. Moderation. The occasional cookie run is not a bad idea.
No. Who doesn't love a sweet treat?
1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Sharkey goes down on strikes. Corndogs get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and they leave a runner stranded. We head to the 7th. Corndogs up 10-4.
Ultimate party experience? Bring the excitement with Game Truck mobile video game theaters. Action-packed laser tag and gel tag battles. Bounce houses, epic foam parties, and unforgettable photo booth fun. Perfect for birthdays, schools, festivals, team bonding, and community events. We bring the fun right to you. No stress and no mess. Book your party today and make memories everyone will be talking about with Game Truck.
IBEW Local 697 Electrical Contractors bring the highest standard of electrical work to Lake County homes, schools, and businesses. From everyday fixes to once-in-a-lifetime builds, we don't just get the job done, we get it done right and up to the highest safety standards. When you need electrical work, hire the professionals who power Indiana. Powering Indiana, Lake County, bringing excellence to the job, creating a brighter future for our community.
Love high school sports? Then make sure you're following the Heartland Sports Network on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Rankings, highlights, breaking news, and live coverage, all in one place. Like it, follow it, share it. Heartland Sports Network, your home for hometown.
We go to the 7th inning here at Legacy Field on a hot night. Temperature at the start of the game was about 90 degrees. Feels like temp was at 102 as that's fouled off. 0-1 to the leadoff hitter this inning for Little Calumet, the first baseman. He has singled twice tonight. It's going to be weather tomorrow when New Lenox comes to town. 0-1 the count. That pitch misses low. 1 ball, 1 strike on Noah Chase.
Noah Chase also having a little bit of a rough day over there at first base.
1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
He's had a pretty rough day over there at first base. Losing his glove on an absolute missile from Billy Chitsey.
Yeah, he did. That's still
I still can't get over that.
Something I've never seen. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Aslan Farinelli makes quick work of Noah Chase here in the 7th. And Keegan O'Brien is up next. O'Brien is 0 for 2 on the ball game. Strike out in a ground out. Game is that the warm-up between innings for pitchers has been fairly short, which makes sense. It's a hot night. Don't need as long to get yourself ready to go. Don't want to waste any bullets by just throwing more pitches when it's already as hot as it is outside. It is a
humid day. Very sticky.
1-0 pitch misses outside. 2-0.
Sticky is the best way I can describe it.
Feels almost like it feels like a sauna outside right
now.
Yeah. 2 balls, no strikes here on Keegan O'Brien. In there for a strike, 2-1. Oh, but the Corndogs, the Heat transferred to their bats early in the ball game. They jumped out to an 8-0 lead at the end of 3. And they've just kind of maintained since then. That catches 2-2 the count now on Keegan O'Brien.
So yeah, like you said, the Heat is perfectly translated to their bats today, and I'm not complaining.
2-2. Fly ball to left, foul and out of play. By the way, if you want to know what the hottest Major League Baseball game in history was, August 26, 1988, in Arlington, Texas. The Texas Rangers hosted the Toronto Blue Jays. Temperature, 109 degrees.
I mean, it makes sense because it's Texas, but wow.
2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. To Keegan O'Brien, 3 consecutive strikeouts for Farinelli. That brings up Pancho Vasquez. By the way, if you want to see a ballpark that was not built for Heat, old Arlington Stadium.
Yeah.
I mean, they used to call that place the human frying pan because it was metal bleachers without shade in sight, and it was basically a giant bowl.
Yeah, it's
imagine sitting out there on a summer afternoon in Texas.
In Texas.
That pitch misses inside 1-0. Now, the hottest World Series game was Game 1 of the 2017 World Series between the Dodgers and the Astros. That was a 103-degree day.
Huh.
Swing and a miss, 1-1.
That's fairly recent too. Wow.
Yeah, that was in Los Angeles. Yeah, and remember, because being on the West Coast, that was a late evening game in Los Angeles. Fly ball to center field. Gabe Bush charging inward. He won't get there. Falls in for a base hit. So Pancho Vasquez ends Aslan Farinelli's brief strikeout streak with a single. And there's 2 away. Ladies and gentlemen, UChicago Medicine continues to lead the way in groundbreaking research and advanced care. From scientific discoveries to expert clinical treatments, they're shaping the future of medicine every day. UChicago Medicine, proud sponsor of the Lake County Corndogs.
Doing great work over there at UChicago. Pass it on my way in every day.
Indeed, they do. And that'll bring up Drew Arnold here in the 7th inning. First pitch to him is a fly ball foul off to the right, well out of play. Count is 0-1.
Farinelli has had a really good outing so far for the Corndogs tonight, coming in out of the bullpen.
No balls, 1 strike. The pitch misses the one away, 1-1.
Ball almost got away from Farinelli there on the throwback.
1 ball, 1 strike on Drew Arnold. Lance Moon is on deck. Here's the pitch. In on the hands. Guernsey charges at third, gloves it, throws across the diamond. Close play, safe. So Lance Moon reaches on an infield single, or Drew Arnold does, and that means Lance Moon is going to have an opportunity to hit here in the 7th inning.
I was going to say, yeah, no. That was a great piece of running there from Drew Arnold to absolutely hustle down the line to make sure he did not get out there.
Lance Moon so far today 0 for 2. Reached on an error in the 4th and struck out in the 3rd and then struck out in the 5th. And Satunas heads out to the mound to talk to Aslan Farinelli. 10 runs, 14 hits, 1 error for the Corndogs, 4 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors for the Beavers.
Runners on first and second, and Farinelli and Satunas are talking here probably on how to approach Moon.
Yeah, trying to get on the same page here with 2 down in the 7th. Be interesting to see if the Corndogs can get a rally going in the bottom of the 7th. If they can get 4 runs and make it a 10-run game, could we put this into a run rule situation?
It's very, very possible.
Something to watch out for. I think it'd be something some of those players would be motivated to do as hot as it is tonight. 2 down. Fly ball foul. 0-1 the count now on Lance Moon, the number 10 hitter in the lineup. Little Calumet, oftentimes this season, this is the 4th time these two teams have played, 3rd time of the 4 times they played that Little Calumet has used the extra hitter.
I was going to say, yeah, they used them a lot. They were big time using them last year too. A lot. I feel like a lot more teams definitely used the extra hitter last year. A lot more. I feel like Beecher used them a lot more. So it's fairly common in this summer baseball league.
I mean, this is the place to do it.
Got to get
get more guys into the game, get more guys at bats, give them more chances to hit.
I've got no issue with it.
No balls, 1 strike. Farinelli looks in. Swinging and a miss. It's 0-2. Joel Harrell is on deck. Should Moon find a way to reach?
I'd load the bases potentially too.
Farinelli looks in. The 0-2 pitch on its way. Misses for ball 1.
Looking for that outside corner there with that fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
What do you think he's going to come with here? Fastball or off speed?
Well, my guess is since he went fastball last time, I think he's going to go off speed this time. Well, he goes fastball and gets a swing and a miss. That shows you how much I know. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. Stretch time at Legacy Fields. Corndogs up by 6.
Did you know?
They decorate over 210,000 cakes a year.
Did you know? Their butcher will cut your meat your way. Did you know?
They have trained floral designers in store.
Did you know?
They will make your wedding cake.
Did you know?
They have a variety of deli bakeable entrees.
Did you know?
Their online app has coupons and so much more. Who does that?
Strachan Van Til. Now you know.
Headquartered in Maryville, Indiana, Centier Bank continues to play a pivotal role in every community we serve. Beginning with a single location in 1895 to serving 13 counties across Indiana, Centier Bank has championed a workplace of community building, philanthropy, and financial education to enrich the lives of individuals and businesses in the communities we serve. Our promise for a better tomorrow for generations to come is what sets Centier apart. Centier Bank, Indiana's largest private family-owned bank.
If your business wants to reach real customers in real communities, the Heartland Sports Network is where you need to be. With thousands tuning in every week across Indiana and beyond, your message plays alongside the games people care about most. Connect with families, alumni, parents, and the next generation of local leaders. Digital ads, in-game features, branding opportunities. We'll build a package that fits your goals. Advertise with the Heartland Sports Network. Visit heartlandsportsnet.com or contact us today.
Welcome back here to Legacy Fields in Crown Point. 10-4, the Lake County Corndogs lead the Little Calumet Beavers. We do have some defensive adjustments here. Over at third base, we have Brent Nevels has come into the game to play third base, and we have Miles Huber that has come into the game to play third base. So a couple defensive changes for Sullivan's Stickin' squad. First pitch to Bradley Ferris is fouled away. Try to sort through, see if there's any other changes.
Yeah.
It's time of the game, you normally see stuff like this.
Just get more guys reps at this point, like we were saying.
Shout out to the umpire giving us the signal up to the booth to let us know. 0-1 count. Pitch misses low, 1-1 here to Bradley Ferris.
So very thankful for the umpire for that.
Yep. Fans, did you know that UChicago Medicine Crown Point is now open, bringing world-class care to Northwest Indiana? With advanced adult and pediatric services, their state-of-the-art facility is conveniently located at I-65 and 109th Avenue. You know, I saw something interesting on social media yesterday, Mason.
Okay.
And I want to kind of get your thoughts on this.
Okay.
1-1 pitch in there for a strike, and it's related to baseball.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So, you know, you've heard me mention it on this broadcast, particularly early in the game when talking about production, stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, you hear me talk a lot about on-base percentage, those kind of things, and analytics and those kind of things being added into baseball. 1-2 pitch, Ferris fouls it off. Well, Jorge Posada was on a podcast a couple days ago. I believe it was a Spanish podcast, the Abriendo El podcast, what it said. I didn't listen to the exact podcast, but there was a post on social media that was making the rounds here and was talking about how Jorge Posada, you know, didn't love the way the game was going, and then the way that, you know, this guy paraphrased it. That one in the dirt, 2-2. You know, said this, and I thought this was interesting. Said Posada came from an era where putting the ball in play mattered, moving runners mattered, taking pride and not striking out mattered. He said back then striking out 100 times in the season felt like you were not doing your job. Now, guys strike out consistently, hit 30 home runs, bat low percentages, and get paid like all-stars, all that stuff. And interesting there, that's a strike to Bradley Ferris. He strikes out, so Fuller gets a strikeout. It's an interesting conversation because of the way that baseball's changed in recent years. You know, and at this level, you know, baseball still is played, I think, largely, you know, there's more strategic things involved, things like that. Yeah. But the way players are valued has changed so much in recent years, from batting average to on-base percentage, those kind of things, OPS. And it's caused people to rethink maybe some things about baseball, as that's a strike, 0-1. Drew Satunis up to bat. But, you know, you talk about Jorge Posada and talking about that. You know, it's
definitely an interesting take.
Well, it's an interesting take, but it just shows how different baseball is nowadays.
Oh, it's
that
very
pitch is
different.
up and away, 1-1. And how players are valued, whether or not that's good or bad. And, you know, some people have their own takes and all that stuff. But the thing that I thought was most interesting, and this was off that post, is that's a fly ball into center field. Jarrett couldn't find it. Now has to go back on it, and that ball's going to go all the way into the gap. Jarrett couldn't find the ball. Satunis on his horse to third. He will get in there sliding without a throw. And that's a triple for Drew Satunis. That's the second time tonight that Mason Jarrett has misjudged a ball.
It was a great throw-in by him, though.
It is. I will say this much about the thought, and it's just in my opinion, and just my thought on this is that, you know, I feel like it's a tired trope, and I see it a lot in baseball, sometimes in other sports too. I feel like it's such a tired trope sometimes to watch older players say things like that about the modern game.
Yeah.
You hear that a lot.
You hear
Players,
that.
Yeah.
You hear that a lot in football too, and especially basketball. I feel a lot of the old legends say the game got soft with all the fouls and everything.
No, it's a different game than it was back then.
Much different.
Is, and it's not the players' faults.
No,
That's the thing. You know,
I definitely agree. But with the baseball thing, I think it's important to have every type of hitter. Like I feel like you need a little bit of pop. You need a little bit of pop in the bat. You need a little bit of. You need speed. You need.
Ryder Fernandez gets hit by the pitch, puts runners at the corners here with one away. Go on.
But no, I feel like you need speed. You need defense. You need power. You need contact. And I feel like the best team who I can point to with that has all of those things is the Tampa Bay Rays. Almost.
Yeah. Well, the reality is, baseball today. There's still. It is a different game than it once was, yes, but there's still value in, it's the value is now in just getting on base and just your overall run production. Yeah. It's not just can you get base hits, it's do you produce runs.
Look at Kyle Schwarber.
Yeah, Kyle Schwarber is a guy that, as that's a line drive into left center field and a sliding catch almost made. It gets past Lance Moon, scoring from third Drew Satunis, RBI single Billy Chidsey, and it's 11-4. The second goes Fernandez.
I was going to say, it was a nice effort there from Moon to try and make that sliding grab, but just couldn't get the glove on it just enough.
Yep. By the way, I'll also note this, and this was the tweet that said this, mentioned that he said that Posada said back then striking out 100 times in a season felt like you weren't doing your job. People were quick to point out on that tweet that Jorge Posada in his 4 most productive seasons struck out 100-plus times each year. Which is interesting, as that one skips away from Arnold down to third. Goes Fernandez, Chidsey down to second as Josh Fleming is up. But again, like I said, just a different world. And it's just, to me, I feel this way. I feel like baseball to me, and this might be controversial, but I think it's in a better place now than it was 5 years ago, at least in terms of gameplay.
Oh, I agree.
The bigger bases, the pitch clock, it's improved the pace of play. You can't deny that. It's also, in my opinion, added more strategic element to the game with more stolen bases, grounded foul to the left side. Let me give you an example here. I think a really great example of a player that shows that still the things like stealing bases, all that sort of stuff, still matters is Pete Crow Armstrong.
I was just about to say him.
He's a guy that I think, to me, epitomizes modern baseball in a nutshell. He strikes out a lot, yes, but he produces a lot of runs, and he also saves a lot of runs with his defense.
He's arguably the best defensive player in all of baseball. And I think, another thing that really sticks out to me about PCA is he's just who he is. And I think that's another big thing is, these big personalities are now in the game, and all they like to do all these fun things. And some of the old players, they don't like that. But I think that is helping growing the game. And you see how much attention PCA does bring to baseball and to the Cubs with, the kids and stuff. I think that's very important to grow the game, but that's just my opinion about it. I don't know if you agree.
Fleming fouled that off to make it 1-2. No, I agree. And I'm a younger guy, so I'll admit that. But I like the fact that nowadays players can show some emotion and that kind of stuff. You want a guy. You don't want him to be unsportsmanlike.
No.
Fleming line drive base hit into left field. And bobbled in left by Lance Moon. On the way home from third, Billy Chidsey. Throw comes in. It gets away. To second goes Fleming. 2-run score. He'll at least get 1 RBI out of that. We'll see if he gets a second because they might charge him with an error in left field. We'll see how this is scored, but he at least gets 1 RBI. He has 3 hits tonight.
Josh Fleming, have a night.
And this brings up Drew Kostiba. Now we're getting close to a potential run rule here. Northwest Indiana, get ready for exceptional care closest to home. U Chicago Medicine Crown Point brings advanced specialty care, including a cancer center, outpatient surgery, and pediatric service under one roof. Call 219-407-5500.
The run rule's 10 after 7. So we need one more. Yeah.
So we believe the run rule was 10 runs after 7 turns to bat for the trailing team. Pitch misses inside 1-0 on Drew Kostiba. Okay, here's how this was scored. Ground ball to the left fielder. Fleming advances to second on the throw, so I believe they gave him 2 RBIs on that. So that brings him to 5 RBIs on the night.
Making him a very big case for player of the game.
I think he's the obvious choice.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Well, I mentioned, early in the season, Josh Fleming, a guy that's very talented, and he is absolutely showing that this season. Kostiba fights one off into short center field. Jarrett coming in on it, makes the grab, Holding at second is Josh Fleming. Kostiva flies out to center, and that'll bring up Greg Guernsey. He has 2 RBI hits tonight.
Guernsey's had a great night so far and has been absolutely hot with the bat. So if the Corndogs are looking for this run rule here, this is the guy I believe you want up right now if you're Coach Heisman.
How about of the Corndogs that started tonight, 6 of them have RBIs. Fernandez has 2, Chidsey 1, Fleming with 5, Guernsey with 2, Bush with 2, Sharkey with 1. Swinging, that's a blooper into left field, and that is going to be caught in left field on the run by Lance Moon, and that ends the threat. The Corndogs put 3 runs on the board on 3 hits, no errors, and they leave 1 runner stranded. We head to the 8th inning, Corndogs up 13-4.
Ultimate party experience? Bring the excitement with Game Truck mobile video game feeders. Action-packed laser tag and gel tag battles, bounce houses, epic foam parties, and unforgettable photo booth fun. Perfect for birthdays, schools, festivals, team bonding, and community events. We bring the fun right to you. No stress and no mess. Book your party today and make memories everyone will be talking about with Game Truck.
Love high school sports? Then make sure you're following the Heartland Sports Network on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Rankings, highlights, breaking news, and live coverage, all in one place. Like it, follow it, share it. Heartland Sports Network, your home for hometown.
And we're back here at Legacy Fields in Crown Point. Joel Harrell will lead off. And it looks like we do have a adjustment to the defense for the Corndogs. Drew Kostiva is out of the ball game, and Jack Sharko is in to play right field.
We saw Sarko come in for a stolen base base running appearance earlier in the game, but now moving over to right field. Stolen base leader for the Corndogs also.
Yep, so number 44. Jack Sharko is in. Joel Harrell 0 for 2 tonight with a pop out, a ground out, and a walk and a run scored as well. Corndogs, this is the second most runs they've scored in a game this season at 13. Most runs they've scored is 14. First pitch, fouled away, count his own 1. This night has fallen here at Legacy Fields. Be sure to come back out here tomorrow, 7 o'clock p.m. The Corndogs welcome in the New Lenox Pumas of the Chicago Suburban Baseball League.
It's also country night.
It is. Swinging and a miss, 0-2 the count. Corndogs well on their way to getting their second consecutive league win and getting themselves a 1-game lead in first place over the South Lake Ironhawks. 0-2 count the delivery. Ground ball to the right side. Chidsey's got it. Steps on the pillow. And there's one away.
Harrell came pretty close down there to meeting Chidsey, basically neck and neck there, but Chidsey getting over there just in time to get the first out. Yeah.
Indeed he did, and now up comes Mason Jarrett.
He's had a rough press cap.
Yeah, he's had a couple of
rough innings defensively.
He has had a couple of rough moments defensively tonight. He's been okay at the plate, though. 2 for 3, 2 runs scored. Comes up with one out here in the top of the 8th. Aslan Farinelli back out there on the mound. In general, the Corndogs pitching staff tonight can't complain too much about him.
Not at all.
They've been far from perfect, but they've gotten the job done.
That's all you need to do sometimes. You just get the job done.
Yep. Top of the 8th. Farinelli looks in and delivers. Line drive, left center field, base hit. So Mason Jarrett has his 3rd hit of the night, and that brings up Brent Nalis, who's been a shining star tonight with 2 RBIs in the midst of what's been a rough one for Little Calumet, as they're in danger of losing their 6th consecutive league game, falling to 2-6, falling even further behind in the league standings. And you're, again, at this point, mentioned it, this is the last day of June when it comes to, and it may not be that way in terms of games played. Actually, in games played, this is the 9th game of the league season. So even in the league season, as that pitch is in the dirt, 1-0, we're at the halfway point of the season tonight.
Yeah.
Nine
it's crazy
out
to
of
say
18 league games. Crazy to think that it's been this kind of a season, and we're halfway home. You're running out of time here to try to make big jumps, and when you have so few games left, a 4 or 5 game deficit, that's a big deficit to overcome.
Yeah, especially when you're on this losing skid they are right now.
1-0 pitch, swing, and that's a fly ball, right center field. Gabe Bush on the charge, running to his left, makes the grab. Tries to throw back to first to get the out there. It's late. So Mason Jarrett able to make his way back over to first base. 2 down, and Quinn O'Brien is up.
I was going to say, it's a nicely hit ball there by Brent Niles, but not much you can do when Gabe Bush is out there in center field patrolling.
Quinn O'Brien 0 for 3 tonight, but does have an RBI. 2 RBI groundouts in the 6th inning, made it a 10-4 game at the time. Now, even though this isn't the most runs the Corndogs have scored this season, it is the most runs they've scored in a home game this season. The previous winner of that title was the 10 runs they scored against Post 94 back on the 12th of June. First pitch, inside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes on Quinn O'Brien.
Farinelli's had he's had a good night so far. I don't want to say very good, but he's had a good night so far, productive night.
He's done his job. That's I think the best way to describe the pitching staff tonight. They've done their job. 6 strikeouts so far. He fouls that one off, O'Brien, and that makes it a 1-1 count.
I'd say, that's probably the best way to describe it. They've done their job. I like that, yeah. Just gotten the job done. Farinelli looking over at first base now.
Looks back in with a 1-1 count. Ground ball to the right side. Sharkey charging, bare hand, throw to first. Nice play by Sharkey, gets the out. Zach Sharkey shows some athleticism. And the 1-out hit ultimately leads to nothing. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Corndogs up 13-4.
Keeps you busy and you can't get to the store? Shop online with Strachan Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information. Fill your virtual cart and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple. Shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Armed with a rich history of family ownership and a workforce that's committed to putting people first, Centier Bank fosters a workplace of community building, philanthropy, and financial education. A long-lasting legacy of family ownership dedicated to generations of clients is what sets Centier apart. Trust the integrity, experience, and personal service of Centier, Indiana's largest private family-owned bank. For more information, go to Centier.com.
Across Indiana, the lights go on, the stands fill, and communities come alive. And every night, the Heartland Sports Network is there, showcasing the athletes, the rivalries, and the hometown pride that make our state special. Stream every game live on the Heartland Sports Network app and heartlandsportsnet.com. Your teams, your stories, your network. The Heartland Sports Network, proudly bringing the Heartland together, one game at a time.
Back here at Legacy Fields in Crown Point, Gabe Bush leading off the bottom of the 8th inning. Corndogs dominating the Little Calumet Beavers 13-4 in the bottom of the 8th. Tyler Fuller looks in. First pitch, misses outside for a ball. 1-0 to Gabe Bush. By the way, Joel Harrell has made the move to center field at the moment for the Little Calumet Beavers. Still trying to piece together their defense at the moment. 1 ball, no strikes. Ground ball to the left side. Fielded by the new third baseman, Huber. Cross diamond throw to first. Over the head of Nayless and up against the fence. On the way to second, Gabe Bush. That'll be an error.
So that's the guy you want on second here if you want to get one more run here.
Zach Sharkey comes up now. How about Sawyer Jamrock on the PA for a little bit?
Hey.
While Rick Hutchinson
taking over for the great Rick.
Yep.
We love Rick up here in the booth.
We do love Rick. So here comes Zach Sharkey. Again, if the Corndogs score here, that would technically trigger the run rule. Whether or not both coaches would apply it, we'll see. Sharkey swings and misses. Foul tip in the mid, count is 0-1.
Taking an absolute swing at that one there, trying to end this game early. Is Sharkey.
We'll see if both coaches agree to it. Possible that they might just agree, hey, one more inning, let's just play it.
Yeah, I was going to say, you got one more.
0-1 count. The pitch. Pitch misses low and in, and it's 1-1 here on Harris. It's a good day today. 2 for 3 with an RBI. He's reached base 3 times.
And an absolute amazing play over there at second base to end the last half of the inning.
Really nice play. 1-1.
Ooh.
2-1. Our start of a brief 2-game homestand for the Corndogs, 3 away games in a row, and then starting July 9th next week. 9 out of 10 games at home between July 9th and 25th.
Ooh.
And Sharkey almost gets hit or does get hit on that wild pitch, and down to third goes Gabe Bush. I believe Sharkey avoided getting hit there, but goodness gracious, that was close.
Very close to the head and neck area there, but glad he's okay.
Last Saturday when these two teams played, you saw a couple of guys get hit in the head. Thankfully, nothing major as far as I know of came from that, but those were not ideal situations. 3 balls, 1 strike, infield in the pitch. Sharkey with a major league pop-up foul and well out of play. Still 3-2 the count on Zach Sharkey.
So our great owner, Ralph, walk up here with a wig on. 70s night, we can't forget.
I don't know. It doesn't beat what David Padilla had on. David Padilla was in his normal Corndogs gear, and then I was up here getting ready for the game 10 minutes before, and then there was David Padilla in a disco outfit.
There he is right there.
Sharkey swings and misses at strike 3. All that for a strikeout, and that brings up Bradley Ferris.
You know, definitely getting into character tonight are the Corndog owners, and you love to see it.
Yeah, well, 70s were, for some of them, that was their decade.
Yeah.
70s a little before my time.
Way before my time.
Let's have a 2000s night.
I'm not opposed to that one.
Let's do a 2000s night. I'd love that.
Yeah, I know we got an 80s night coming up soon, too.
Pitch misses inside, 1-0 on Bradley Ferris,
But also Summerween and Christmas in July.
Yeah, 2000. What would be a part of a 2000s night?
Oh, gosh, I really don't even know.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Pitch misses high for a ball, 2-0. Well, you could, it could maybe bring in like a portable CD player, something like that. That'd be nice.
Wear it around your neck.
Everyone had one of those in the 2000s. That was a common thing.
Trying to think, yeah.
Swinging and a miss, 2-1. Bring back the old 2000 style, which was more, I guess, grungy, punky, I guess, grunge punk type of style that it was in the 2000s. What I grew up with.
It's kind of coming back as of late.
2-1. Ferris fouls this one off. Count now 2-2. Although, here's a baseball trend from the 2000s. Okay. You might not remember, but sleeveless jerseys.
Yes, yes.
I remember the Pittsburgh Pirates used to do it. The Cincinnati Reds did it. I think the Colorado Rockies did for a while.
And I think there was one.
Sleeveless jerseys and undershirt, athletic shirt under it.
I was going to say, I remember seeing, I believe, Troy Tulowitzki wear one of those in the nice purple that they got. Those were some nice jerseys.
They were, yeah. The little Calumet Beavers almost have that look with the orange sleeves, but they don't have the regular sleeveless jerseys. That was common in the 2000s. I think the White Sox even had a variant of that at one time. 3-2 pitch, foul back. I don't think that was ever their permanent. No. I think it was their alternate.
Yeah, I was going to say, I know a couple years ago,
that's a common baseball thing.
I think a couple years ago, the Royals and the Mariners kind of did something like that. And it was like future jerseys, and they were like sleeve. I can't remember what the exact.
I know that man. I don't know about that one, but I know in the 90s they did something like that. 3-2 pitch, strike 3 called. Ferris threw his bat, thinking that was ball 4, but the umpire wasn't convinced. And that brings up Drew Satunis.
We've seen a couple of those tonight, where we think it's ball 4, where the player thinks it's ball 4, and actually it's strike 3, or it's not even ball 4.
So here's Drew Satunis. He tripled his last time up to join the hit parade. 17 hits tonight for the Corndogs. Swinging and a miss. Count is 0-1.
Satunis looking to bring in Gabe Bush there from third.
No balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Misses inside 1-1. How about another 2000s fashion trend? Think about NBA shorts in the 2000s.
Oh,
the baggy NBA shorts.
Yeah.
I remember when I played basketball in middle school, those were the shorts that we wore because we were just coming out of that in the early 2010s, and that was you were coming out of was the baggy
shorts.
Really baggy ones, yeah. 1-1 pitch, misses low, 2-1. That was common.
There's a player now on the Charlotte Hornets. I don't know if you know his name, Trey Mann. He wore the headband, the baggy jean, the baggy.
Oh yeah, headband. Yeah, that was common too.
I was going to say I'm a personal big Trey Mann fan. I love the style. I love the look. So. But, yeah, no, I definitely like the baggy shorts and the baggy jerseys.
2-1 pitch, swinging. That's a fly ball, right center field, and that falls in for a base hit. And scoring is Gabe Bush.
And I think that'll be it.
That'll do it. RBI single for Drew Satunis. And that ends it 14-4. The Lake County Corndogs run rule the Little Calumet Beavers here at Legacy Fields this evening. They improve to 7-2 on the season in league play and 11-8 overall. Before we go, we do have to award a player of the game tonight, our Ironman player of the game, sponsored by Ironworkers Local 395. We'll give this one to Josh Fleming. He went 3 for 4 tonight, 5 RBIs and a home run, and also scored 2 runs tonight. Final thoughts on what you saw tonight here, Mason?
An absolute great showing from this Corndog offense, and like we said, the pitching staff got the job done, but this offense is the absolute story of the game. Started off absolutely hot, putting up 8 in the first 3 innings, and then not taking their foot off the gas pedal basically the whole rest of the game, putting up 14 in 8 innings. I think that's pretty impressive and a pretty good win to take a full game lead over the South Lake Ironhawks. So.
Well, thank you for tuning in tonight to this broadcast of Lake County Corndogs baseball, whether you were listening on the Heartland Sports Network, the Region Sports Network, or the Lake County Corndogs Facebook page. Corndogs win it. Final score, 14-4.